Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Last Ditch. OMG. I believe we're on episode 8. Every single time I'm just in utter shock at how quickly or how many episodes we are, because I feel like it's way more. I don't know. I'm in a weird time vault. But we're excited for all kinds of great stuff that's going to happen. Our lieutenants all have their own platoons, and so we'll see what happens with that. Maybe Vandy will be able to cook us some meals. We'll see.
That remains to be seen. That's a tough one. I'm feeling pretty good today, though. I'm feeling pretty good about these cooking rolls, so we'll see.
I like the confidence. All right, we'll quickly go through our shilling, and then we'll get this party started, because I'm very excited to see what we all do, especially because we have all these tactics that we want to do with our our different platoons. So I'm interested to see those come to play. We have our monthly recap out. If you're interested in how Roll4 works, how we keep this show moving forward, how we, decide what shows to have on, all of the stats and what we do with those stats and how we analyze them. Definitely go check it out. We get into all the nitty gritty, and sometimes we tell you about what's in store for the future as well. We have lots of behind the scenes goodies up on the Patreon already, but we do have a lot of things coming for the Battle for Andorra. So if you're interested in checking that out, definitely go keep an eye on our social media at Roll For It, so you know whenever those go live, or become a patron and you'll be notified when you get an email. September is still going on. You still have a few more days to get in on September. It is primarily for people who haven't subbed yet. So if you're someone who hasn't subbed but you've been wanting to sub because you want some of the cool rewards that come along with that, like being part of the rear guard in The Last Ditch, where you can affect the game, now is the time to do so, because there's a lot of really great deals on Twitch subs at the moment for new subs. Sorry to those of you who are already subscribed to us. We super duper appreciate it. You mean a lot to us, and you could already go do those things. But this is kind of Twitch's thing, so we're just promoting what they give us. And then there's also the last chance to grab legend tier slots. So if you would like to be GM'd by one of our amazing Roll For It cast members, or you would like to be part of the rear guard one shot that Sheepdog runs, you'll definitely want to become a legend tier person so that you can join us, because we've been affecting the game. We've felt the effects in both good and bad ways.
There was another one on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I know what that mission was for, and I don't know how it's gone. So
I
I'm
feel like
interested
it's gone
to
poorly
hear.
because someone ominously said to me in Discord that maybe I should be scared and not excited. So I'm like, what does that mean?
I think
Or maybe they're just
if
messing
they
with me.
succeed, we should be scared, and if they fail, we should. Just either way, we should be scared.
Yeah,
All I
they're
can say
probably just
is-
messing with my head.
All I can say is they had a plan, they executed the plan, I rolled badly, it's all standard stuff,
Oh.
nothing, yeah. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little suspect now. My insight check is high right now. With that is all the quick announcements that I have. So I'm going to toss it over to Bentham, who can give you the other bits and bobs that you can support us with.
Yes, so the way that Rollfit is able to do all the things, like paycast and get art and keep the shows running on a regular basis, and even launch new shows like we did with Ascension, which is now going well. We're up to 3, and hopefully we can hold at 3 if the support keeps coming in. That's via Patreon. That's the main way that we keep everything running. And there's a whole bunch of different tiers there that you can sign up to that give you a whole bunch of different rewards, including but not limited to MP3s of all of our shows, after shows we record after every show. We talk about how it's in the show. You can get character sheets, you can get behind the scenes secret things, enemy stats and session plans, all that kind of thing, and there'll be a ton of that, I think, coming for the Battle for Andorra. I'm gonna have to badger EE, see what I can get out of them. You can also get the monthly recaps, like the one that we just recently put out, where we talk about the events of the previous month and all that kind of thing. And you can submit names for NPCs that will then end up showing up throughout the campaigns that we're running, and who knows what situations they will end up in, and whether they'll become key characters in the plot, or if they're people we immediately shoot, or both. It can just be both. And then, of course, also there are the Legend games, where you can take part in a once-monthly game gen by a member of the Roll For It cast. Currently, we're running two a month that you can choose between. because we've got Sheepy's games and then other options as well. We're cycling through different gems for that. And also, there's other ways you can support us as well in other places. Like on Twitch, you can drop us bits. They appear in the cup and adorn Sheepy's beard. You can add to or remove from them as you like, depending on the kind of bits you throw in there. You can also give us tips. They will appear on the screen, and we'll read them out at the end of the show to thank you for being awesome and supporting the episode. And also, you can become a Twitch subscriber. Of course, if you're doing that for the first time, then it's cheap, and this is pretty much your last chance for that now, I presume. If not, we wish that we could make it cheap for the rest of you too.
Yeah.
We appreciate the support,
I
and
think
doing so.
Thursday will be the. Oh no, Thursday is October 1st. So yeah, this is the last day of our streams.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can get it in on September.
There you go. And you can also do like multiple months in a row, I think. So you can end up with like a larger patch being cheaper, which is cool. But yes, you get emotes and badges and stuff by doing that, and also immediate VOD access, whereas normally you have to wait 24 hours for us to upload the videos to YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, you can become a YouTube member if you prefer to do that, which gives you emotes and badges over there. And being a YouTube member, Twitch subscriber, or Patreon supporter all give you access to our Discord, where you can hang out with other fans of the show and with us and talk about what's been happening and what you would like to see. And of course, that's where you can join the rear guard, and where people could have joined the Battle of Andorra and so on and so forth. There may be other opportunities like that coming up to do things that affect the campaign.
Even
so
GM
keep an
tier
eye out for
sometimes
those.
gets GM tier gets a lot of stuff too. Like I've used them a few times for cool stuff.
Yep, there are a couple of hidden higher tier rooms for certain things. So sometimes, there was
legend
the
tier
time
too.
when Maggie was like, "Okay, GM tier, come up with random words, go," and then they dictated how the campaign went of the Witches and Spellcraft one shot.
Yeah.
And that's how they ended up coming into the real world and being in the Discord, and it went very meta and weird. And yeah, so you
That's their
can make that
fault.
happen.
I was like, how do I make this work? Oh, but we got it to work. It was fun. You can go watch that over on our. It's called Fabled Antics if you want to check it out.
It went very wacky and weird. And yes, you can also just tell us what you think in other places too. You can just talk to us in the chat, in the YouTube comments. You can message us on Twitter and on Facebook and on Reddit, and talk to us there if that is your preferred social medium. And yeah, tell us what you think and how you're enjoying it, and also bring your friends along too. We always appreciate new people coming along and seeing if this is their kind of thing. Because you know what, you never know, maybe it is.
Yeah, people have done viewing parties. We love seeing the viewing parties. So if you ever do, tweet at us the pictures or like people's cats and dogs watching. It's so cute. We love it. So thank you so much for all of the support.
Yeah, a lot of people coming along like, this is weird. How does this even work? And then they watch and like, oh, I'm into this actually. This is cool. I'm one of those.
Yeah, that's how we got Bentham. Well, how Roll4 got Bentham. I wasn't even here when Bentham started.
Additionally, if you like 40k and you've always wanted to like write stories or get into RP or things like that, there is a lot of RP going on in regards to the Last Ditch in the Discord for Roll For It. Last week there were about 1,000 pages. Now there's 1,200. So in a week there's been 200 pages of RP.
Yeah.
If you want to just slide in and join in, everyone there is pretty cool and very enthusiastic about people jumping in and joining in. So,
yep, great place to just wander in and start like playing out the life of your random trooper and see what ridiculous antics they get up to along with everyone else.
It's all going on kind of alongside the show, so people are like, "Oh, they're doing this on the show. Okay, we're doing this," and you know.
Yeah, and you might see your character, in the game.
We've had a few characters turn up from the rear guard, yeah.
Yep, and to help out with that, I've been in our weekly, or sometimes weekly, occasionally we don't do them for one reason or another, but our HQ videos, which are free on the Patreon for anyone to look at. You don't need to pledge anything on there.
We didn't have one
for
this
everyone
week
to see.
because we're like
we didn't have one this week because we didn't go anywhere. We were just recruiting our teams ready for the battle that's going to happen today. But yeah, that's why I keep up to date the locations of all the companies on the map, so that you can pick a company if you like, and then RP along where you are and what you're doing in that company, which is probably getting murdered by Tyranids.
Yeah. Or about to be.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what are we up to today?
Take it away.
So, last week you pulled together your platoons, got staff sergeants and voxcasters and runners and heavy weapon squads and kind of fleshed out the sergeants and corporals in each of your squads, started thinking up tactics. 1 second. For some reason the music's a bit loud on my side, so I'm kind of like, I can't really hear myself. So, you have now gathered your sergeants and corporals and your platoons together, and you've had your briefing, correct?
Yep.
Just I'll reiterate the briefing. Basically, the plan is for your company, which is called the Sword of Damocles, the first combined company. It is a kind of mashed together from all the regiments company, just
Yeah, it was
made
Avenging
up of...
Angels, call sign Damocles, right?
Yes. The operations Avenging
I wrote the
Angels, I think.
notes.
So you are all going to be a spearhead in an offensive called Avenging Angel, which is going to the Obscurus Secundus defensive line, because it was broken through before it was properly set up. The basic operation is for you to engage, push back, and if you can't push back, hold the enemy. To give the engineers and the first and foremost, the 1-4 pioneers a chance to basically dig some trenches, get some fortifications, get bigger guns to bear.
Yeah, you
and
said like we
basically...
could get some resupplies and stuff like that, or one resupply.
Yeah. So you with all of your also incidentally, just make a note of this. You have 2 heavy stubber your heavy weapons are 2 heavy stubbers and a heavy bolter. In the future, or if you want to use your resupply requisition for this, you could get something like a heavy flamer or a las cannon, or whatever you feel you might need to replace something like that. But you can
So it
also
was 2 heavy steppers, and what was the other thing?
heavy bolter.
A heavy bolter. Okay.
Do we distribute these as we like, or are these for like the personal squads?
These are in the heavy weapon unit.
The specialists, the heavy weapon specialists.
The
group.
specialists, yeah.
Right.
Is that per platoon or all of us together?
Each of your platoons have these. So
Cool.
you will have 3
I
specialist
will
kind
assign
of
that.
squads. So yeah, for example, you could take like heavy weapon squad 1 and attach it to squad 1 and have them working together. So they can kind of be moved as an individual unit, but they're not as big. They're like 2 or 3 people on a heavy weapon, pretty much. And later on, if you like,
These
you
can't
can get,
really
like,
move, right?
mortars
They're
and
like
stuff.
locked down.
They're definitely
Big.
slower to move. Yeah.
So they could be their own little like specialty group if we wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I'm gonna have mine set up, if that's all right.
So, you are going to be because we're starting off with you about to board Valkyries to airlift you into the battlefield. The battle has already started with skirmishes and things like that. You're going to be dropping into a hot combat zone, close to the vanguard of the battle. And you're going to be kind of moving from there. So, if you'd like to do your, and if there's anything, you do get kind of 1 requisition that you can, so you can get like, as I said, you can get like a different heavy weapon, or you can, get maybe like a couple of specialist weapons for your squads, like a plasma gun or like a bolter or whatever. So feel free to have a little, and feel free to ask me if there's anything that would, be appropriate. Or
Yeah, I think that's what we talked about last time.
Yeah.
But if one person requisitions rations, is that enough for?
Sorry.
Is it just one platoon, like just for their platoon?
The rations would be for their platoon, yeah.
Yeah.
All
so
right,
I would
yeah,
definitely
I'm
go with rations for mine because I'm getting low on that,
Okay.
and you said we were like. I'm not sorry, Vandy.
No, you know what? It's okay. More rations means more cooking rolls, right? So, hopefully more successes.
So, Lieutenant, please roll me a. Let's
Which
see what
lieutenant?
would work for you
Where?
here.
I
Sorry,
like you say lieutenant, we all go,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Lieutenant, yes. Lieutenant Rickenbacker, please roll me a. Let's call it a fellowship -10 because you don't have the skills needed. We'll go into that in the future.
Fellowship -10. What do I not have skills in?
Commerce or etc.
That makes sense.
For requisitioning, yeah.
Wait, I did get some kind of trait. Let me double check that. I thought there was something that I had.
There might be an Iron Brigade thing,
Yeah.
possibly.
Double check that. Hard because it's all like, all the feats and stuff like that.
Yeah, there is a lot, and some of it's very specific.
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, it was for reloading. Never mind. Okay.
Right.
I'm going to pull this. Oh, -2.9.
Okay. Well, it's not too bad. So your standard rations, I believe, is 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
So you rolled a -2.9, but they're not that difficult to get. And luckily there was just a shipment come in on one of the previous HQs. So there are rations available. And this will be like on your character, so you can have this. I think 2 extra weeks. So I think you'll have 3 total weeks.
Okay.
So your rations will now be representative of your not just you, but your platoon. So
Okay. I'll make sure that's on my sheet for you. Cool.
would anyone else like to?
I think I was thinking about extra anti-plant grenades
Yeah.
because I already have extra food as part of my standard kit.
You do. So do you have commerce or anything like requisition-y? Let's have a look here.
No commerce.
No commerce. You do have Technomat, which is a trade thing. I'd say that would roll me your Technomat trade Technomat. Because that kind of like plays into that type of gear, I'd say.
Success by 0.1.
Okay. In that case, I would like a failure would have been like you get a few, but I'd say take 1 for each. So add an additional 1 to your character sheet, and that will be indicative of what all of your troops kind of start with.
Awesome.
So Primer and Lancaster, do you have any ideas what you would like?
Rations. I need rations.
Okay, roll me a trade cook, please.
You are the worst. Really?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh. Okay. All right.
I appreciate this choice.
Yeah, I mean it has to be right. It may not be 100%. Usually it's just we cook a thing, but
All right.
a
0.3 success!
Okay, so take 3 weeks extra.
Lancaster is getting
Oh.
like.
So I have 4
like,
weeks.
a lot
Yeah.
of success, a lot more successes recently.
You know what? You do your time. You do
Yeah.
your time.
Get the skills, you get the
Oh,
experience.
Here's the thing: the dice are gonna like get you all like prepared for it, and then they're gonna take it and then
Take
give
it away.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
the dice haven't given me a rad nickname yet, though. So,
Oh,
like, you
that's
got a really
true.
good couple nicknames.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
You need to get your.
Primer doesn't
I roll
get-
well on everything that doesn't
He
matter.
already has so many nicknames, even though I headshot two tier names.
What you roll? You roll on a lot of stuff that matters.
I
Yeah,
do.
you
I do.
Lancaster
That's
pulls it
fair.
off when it's needed.
That is true. You do.
Yeah.
You do.
You've saved
I
our,
did
our
save
butts
you
a
from
few
the
times.
gargoyle.
Yeah.
the
Eh.
awareness checks, the the athletics of trying to get away at some points, like
Yeah.
some pretty
Yeah.
key moments you come in clutch.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I'm trying not to let the 12th down.
You're here too.
Because we're
Don't-
here too.
Just remember that.
So
I love it.
my question for Primer is, what would you like?
He's looking through his stuff, looking at what his squad has, and he's thinking, well, we're going into the jungle.
Yep.
It's my home planet. I can figure out what to eat that's in there already. It's going to be tough, but I think we need more grenades.
More grenades. Hell yeah.
Preferably, if I roll well, can I pick 2 types instead of 1?
Yes.
All right, so
Do you want to choose one as like the priority and a second for kind of like if like if
priority is going to be clearly just frags.
possible? Makes sense.
The secondary is something else, but I do
Okay.
have commerce. Oh, gosh darn it, why is it int based? I want to roll fellowship is really what I want to roll.
You do have
What do you-
commerce.
You want me to roll commerce?
Yeah.
No modifiers?
Well, the modifier for your fellowship would be would take minuses to it, so the commerce is better.
Nice, dude.
All right.
I'm glad you have commerce. Someone does it.
I'm hoping there's a modifier because a grenadier asking for grenades.
yes. I believe you
just
actually
pro-
have something on your grenadiers, so I will say it's plus 10 because you actually have the skill and it's a reasonably easy one.
And I
But
have
also,
grenade launchers per squad, 2 grenade launchers per
yeah,
squad.
another plus 10 because you have your grenadiers, so plus
So-
20 total.
The plus 20?
Nice.
Yes.
Yes!
Oh, 0.
Perfect! Perfect!
It's like a
It is-
perfect.
It is exactly
Wow.
it is exactly enough for some frag grenades. So
Darn it!
Oh, that's so
Take,
I'll
uh,
take it.
That is
take
a flat
take an
0.
additional frag grenades.
Alright.
You have quite a lot of frag grenades, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah, I have 6 now.
Per man currently.
6 frags per man. Well, actually, we were down to like 3, so I guess we're at 4 now. Because I remember that being a thing.
Yeah. So, as you get everything organized, the Valkyries being prepped, everyone's kind of like running about. You have your sergeants, you have your Voxmen. So don't forget that you don't have direct Vox communication with your squads. That will be designated to runners. So there will be a minor delay in between giving orders, receiving orders, and action.
Okay.
If you
Good.
want,
I'm glad I have insane runners.
you do have insane runners. If you want to interact between each other, you can communicate via your Vox men, and you can also communicate with things like Artie and Command. In this engagement, you will have access to a limited amount of artillery, and possibly, if you're lucky, armor, but that's unconfirmed currently. So, as everything is preparing and getting ready, there's going to be like a ferry service with the Valkyries. You can send you can either send 2 squads or a squad and like an HQ and heavy weapons in a Valkyrie to land first. So my question now is, what would you like to be the initial like landing at this field of battle? It's for each of your platoons.
We each send 2?
Yeah, so you basically have enough space for either 2 squads, so like squad 1, squad 2, or
What's the terrain like in the area that we would be dropping them?
partially cleared. It's like right on the edge of the jungle where the cleared area is. So you've got mostly cleared area with like spots of hills and grass, and then you've got like a side bit where the jungle is properly dense and stuff hasn't been cleared out.
Is it on this map somewhere? Should I be showing this map to the viewers?
Yeah, you're just about to land there, so sure.
Do you want to ping the location where we're about to land so I can just zoom in on only that space?
Yes. So you are about to land here. That's your landing area
I
next to
see
the
a
rocky
ping.
outcropping.
I didn't see
It's
a
the
ping.
bottom left. It's the little black square.
Oh, the black square. Not on the camera, but I will try.
Okay.
What's the big circle? Is that just like a hill?
Hill 101.
Hill 101. Okay.
And there's another one in like the little valley bit.
Okay.
I won't reveal the whole map yet. will we?
Fair enough.
And the circles are trees, I'm guessing?
Yes. So the grey circles are rocks. The green circles are trees, like a proper outcropping of trees, and you know, like dense enough to be of note. There are like a few trees and like grass and etc. In the majority of the area. Then there's some long grass, like all the way up on the outskirts where it's kind of started to grow back. The jungle.
And we can send one squad.
So you can send
squad and 1 specialist. Or...
Yeah, so you can send either 2 squads or a squad and 2 specialists. So like you could do your HQ and a heavy weapons squad, or 2 heavy weapons squads, or 2 squads.
What is the task that they're going to be assigned to in this location?
Well, your task is to push forward and engage and clear the enemy, push them back if you can, or just hold them if you can't. So once you're down on the ground, it's really up to you.
Okay.
This area that you're landing in is where you've been designated to hold if you can't push.
And by one heavy specialist, you mean one of these things. So I can only send like one heavy stubber or one heavy bolter.
You can send 2 of those because they're smaller. They're just a heavy weapon and a couple of people. It doesn't take up as much space as a full squad, because a full squad is about 10 people.
Okay. I will send my padlock squad. Or actually, no. I'm gonna send my Titan squad, which is Sergeant Bogner and Corporal Tangerman. And I will send. What is going to be the most useful here? You guys think, like heavy stubbers or heavy bolter?
The bolters are the better ones, I think.
Okay, I will send a heavy bolter.
Okay. Do you want to send the HQ as well, or?
HQ?
Yep.
Does HQ include us? Like, if we don't send the HQ, do we not land immediately?
Yeah. So the HQ includes you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know why I wouldn't go with sure.
Okay.
Well, I guess depending on if the other lieutenants are going. If they're going, then I'm down. Or actually, I'll go because if our goal is to be pushing forward, I'm the platoon that is gonna always be forward front. So I will go. My group will go as well. The behemoths, and for the person manning the heavy bolter, I will pick Sergeant Schultz.
So, landing in the designated LZ is squad number 2, a heavy weapon
Titans.
squad, and the HQ. And if you want, there is a simple map key thing I added in for the colors for each of the different regiments, each of your platoons. So red is 21st Grenadiers, grey is the Iron Brigade, kind of brown is the Pioneers, and green is the 12th Lightfoots.
Okay, I think I've got my choices.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'll send the command squad, and I will send my first squad, Squad Foxhole.
First squad, okay. You can also send a special weapons, heavy weapons if you like.
I don't know if I want to because the people I put in that one were the dregs. I ran out of names that I knew.
Yeah.
And I put that in the Discord for you, sheeps for easy access.
Okay, thank you.
If I was to put heavy weapons in, I think I would go with Corporal Mitchell. I have no idea about them, and they can have a heavy bolter, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so the heavy bolter is the one. So here we go. And so you can see on the these little icons we have, there is a HQ, a number, or a number of X's. So Heavy Weapons Squad 2 has 2 X's, for example, just for ease of understanding what's what and what's where.
So I am the gray one, right?
Yeah. So let's go with Primer. Do you know who you're sending?
I do. It's command as well as squad push squad, third squadron.
Is that second squad?
It's third with Bridgehead, Defilade, and Sapper.
Right, okay. Third squad.
If I don't bring the heavies, can I bring another squad? Was that what you said, or is command in one squad?
If you take a command, like you don't have enough space for another squad, so it'd have to be a heavies.
Yeah, I'm not taking the heavies. I want to establish before the heavies come in.
Okay.
So that's who I'm bringing.
And then Lieutenant Lancaster.
All right. So far we have a pretty good like shield wall, whatever, like group, right, to start establishing.
Yeah.
We have Bentham, your group, or Sergeant, or oh my gosh,
It's okay.
Lieutenant Lime. Lieutenant Lime's group is going to be probably pretty good for what in particular?
The one I grabbed was Squad Foxhole. They're good at terrain and positioning and that kind of thing.
Okay. And then Primers is which group?
The one that's going to
the-
be bullheaded and ready to push and do whatever it takes.
Okay, so I'll bring in my sharpshooters first then. So I'll bring in my first squad.
I will also say my combat engineer is with that group, Sapper.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
need to
I
have a quick.
they're also a little bit more like the spotting, a little bit more
Yes,
like good with visuals.
It's Lightbender, the first squad.
Light benders, yeah.
Nice, that'll be helpful.
My first squad does have the guy with 2 entrenching tools in it, so there's some melee specialty there.
Nice.
Some
like it.
accidental melee specialty.
It's like, in case the nids get to them, he can go nuts.
Yeah. You can do another squad, or you could go with your HQ. Basically, if you want to come in second with your HQ, you can relay your orders. So effectively, you can relay your orders via Vox, so you can still have command over your troops. It's just the other lieutenants will kind of, that's how it will effectively work, but it'll work the same.
I mean, I'd rather go in with them. Like, I figured since it's the first time we're all going out, like, we should all kind of go out together.
Okay.
So I'll go with HQ.
It
Does
is
that mean?
very fair to take your HQ in first in this instance.
Yeah. So is it just me and like who's part of the HQ? Is it me and Benabatch Cumberdict? Because
It's
I really
everything
hope.
in the platoon commander and command.
Yeah,
squad,
in
so-
the
Oh,
HQ.
okay. So my
it's,
staff sergeant, Vox
staff
Caster, and
sergeant,
runners.
Voxcaster, runners. Yeah.
Okay.
And you,
so
if you want, you can even attach like your heavy weapons to your HQ as well. So.
Yeah,
Oh, I
named my
can?
HQ squad to Behemoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an aside trooper instead for my HQ.
Yeah.
So does that
Um,
mean I bring in the attached squad as well at the same time?
So if you want, you can bring in a heavy weapons squad as
Oh,
well.
a heavy weapon. Okay. Okay, I'll bring in Corporal Hearn with a heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter. Okay.
Yeah.
Can
so-
I bring in specialists, or do I not have those yet?
You don't have those yet, no.
Okay. Yeah.
That will be like as we go, and we and you kind of like develop your platoons and everything like that. You can start kind of customizing your platoon and being like, I want a sniper squad, or I want a chimera to transport troops and things like that.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So all we have right now is like heavies.
I get a Chimera. It's part of my
Oh yeah, because
platoon.
you automatically
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
So
I should have specialists because I have grenade launcher people.
your guys have grenade launchers.
Well, we have
Like
auxiliary
the
grenade
I think he
undercarriage.
means like
Yeah.
if you
But
want
I
to
actually
specialize
have two.
more than what you already have.
Oh, but I was just saying, if you look at the Alpha Grenadiers, under Grenadier, it says I come with the auxiliary grenade launchers, but then
Yes.
I also come with 2 grenade launchers per squad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like actual grenade launchers.
He's saying like
Yeah,
if you want to
so-
specialize
so-
further, like if you want to be like this
Right.
squad is known for like this specific type of grenade, then you could like
Yeah.
specialize. it.
Yeah.
And then
That's
when
So
you
do
get
we-
resupplies, you would get resupplies of those specific, and you would change the way your grenade stuff is on that specific
Right.
squad, right? That's what you're talking
Right.
about, Sheepy.
Yes.
So do we get our per squad weapons for our main squads, or is that something choose?
You would have your specialist weapons in your squads. So
Nice,
each-
my squad's got a flamer.
Yes.
Ooh, I
Your,
think I do
your-
too. I
Wait,
have a heavy-
is that one you get with your squad, or is that one that's just easier to get with requisition?
Oh, I should check actually.
Because that's like you start with a specialist weapon, that's easy, like your preferred weapons for your squads. You don't
Yeah.
actually start with those. It's just easier to get them.
Gotcha. So I have the
So-
combat shotgun, but I don't have the heavy flamer yet.
Yes. But if you want to get it, you get bonuses like plus 20 to
But I
requisition
do
it.
have flame bullets or whatever.
You do have the thing on the front of your shields now. Yes.
The dragon shot or whatever you call it, dragon breath.
Dragon flame round. It's a one shot thing, but it's very useful. So I'm pretty sure FYI Bentham, that's like a specialist. It's like a preferred weapon, not a squad thing.
Maybe I didn't take it per squad. Damn it.
But if you want to start getting flamers, it'll be easier for you to get once you start requisitioning.
I
Hmm.
mean, I already know what my next requisition is, and it's not rations, unfortunately.
Yeah, I needed the rations this time, just because.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
How's
Because
that
that'll
volume?
affect your people. You'll start getting exhausted if you don't eat properly.
How's that volume, by the way, for the jungle, Maggie?
Sounds good. But mods will let me know if it's bad. But from my perspective, it sounds good.
Okay, good. So the Valkyries touch down. You all disembark and kind of like fan out into a defensive position around the landing zone. It is quiet. There are sounds of very, very distant battle, but it's not even enough that I'm going to put it on the sounds that you can hear. This is a quiet area currently.
Minus the creepy, like, jungle noises.
Well, there's always jungle noises. It has, for now, stopped raining. So the ground underfoot is solid enough, a little bit wet, but it doesn't seem to have been raining over here quite as much as it was on the, was it Tempestus line? My brain, it was the Tempestus line.
I say over the the Vox comes to the other lieutenants. At least the rain has stopped. the sky was falling, it was making things more dreary than it normally is.
No, I'm kind of
Before
like
the storm.
I'm only 100 feet away, Reckenbacher. You could have just yelled.
I think we're all in different. We are all in different. Are we all in like one vehicle? I thought we were.
You know, like once you've landed, you disembark, and your squad's kind of like your heavy weapons and your squad's set up kind of a defensive perimeter, and then you take a moment to kind of survey the battlefield or the kind of surrounding terrain. So in front of you, in the area you need to be, there are rocky outcroppings, which is basically like decent cover, like multiple kind of like not chest high boulders, because that sounds a little bit too Gears of War, but you know, like boulders that can actually serve as cover from fire. There is if you go kind of straight north, there are a few like wreckage of some armor, like some chimeras, maybe like a larger tank, a Lehman Russ, that have kind of been torn apart and destroyed, not on flame anymore, but still smoking a little bit. And there's kind of like a steep valley that it kind of like goes down, and it takes up like a large portion in between you and the jungle, which you can see to the north as well. You see no sign of any enemies currently. So it's up to you how you want to proceed here. We're not doing turn by turn. You can kind of like send scouts out or slowly advance, like however you choose to proceed. If you wanna take a moment, I can tell you that nothing's gonna suddenly happen right now. You can get together as lieutenants and map out a strategy of how you want to proceed.
Yeah.
Are we expecting to encounter any troops that are already here?
No, you've kind of like landed in for the next push. So there's been kind of a beat, and everyone's preparing for the next push.
I will send. I'm guessing cardinal directions are this is north, this is south, correct? I will station my Titan squad to the north here, and like for now, and my my squad will stay back. And obviously we have our heavy bolter kind of staying back and kind of scanning to check anything. We have a runner that's with them, and a runner with me, and then the Voxcaster with me as well as, and then the other sergeant will be up there as well. So we'll be working together kind of like, to communicate.
Yeah. Primer's actually going to come over the Vox towards Lieutenant Lime and say, Lime, you're the one who knows the area probably the best. You're good with terrain, right? What do we have
we're
here?
generally said to be.
What information do you have? Were you given a map of this area, or were you going in blind?
How much do I know?
Right. Give me a...
So I have just realized that there are some hidden markers I can see that I'm not meant to be able to.
Yes, I should.
So I should probably just follow everyone else's lead rather than making my own decisions about where to scout.
The yes, all of the kind of like semi see-through stuff is hidden, so just ignore that as best you can.
Gotta keep your character like no metagaming.
I trust you.
I know
not
that
to
can be hard.
metagame,
I trust
to be honest,
Bentham,
Bentham. So
I'm not going to move my camera any further than where I've already seen things. So just...
That's why I was saying I'm only going to show I like zooming in because I don't want to show everybody everything.
Yeah. So give me a survival. At this point, you've been in the jungle for quite a while. Take a +10 on that, and just for
from assessing
the initial.
I think like my initial feelings from Rickenbacker, whilst you're rolling that, is that the north has like the least coverage. That's why she's stationing her people there while we're discussing things. Nice, dude.
2.1 success.
Okay, so the steep valley which just FYI, you don't currently know is a dead end, so keep that in mind. The kind of the gully that goes down is a perfect place to position ambushing troops. The fact that there's that there's wrecks of armor here indicates some form of heavier weaponry. Just purely because the basic foot troops that you've encountered before, the Hormigants and Termagants, can't really do, unless they're like mass assault. They can't really do that much to a tank, especially like a Lehman Russ, or even like a Chimera, really. So that would imply that there is some form of heavy weapon, at least was here or was brought to bear here at some point. The hill to your east would be a good position to either fortify, hold, or use for recon. However, you can't see to the top of it, and it is quite reasonably heavily foliaged, so there's possibility of ambush troops there.
All right, so like just looking out at what he can see from where he is, it'd be good to get a position along the edge of that gully, at least on this nearer side. Shoot down onto anything that's in there. I think taking that hill as soon as possible would be a good idea. That way we can get a better view of the whole battlefield. That armor will provide cover, but we have to bear in mind that something killed it in the first place, and it might still be around there.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Additionally, it's also like close to that jungle is very heavily like it's dense. It's quite dense jungle, so it's easy to hide like units and stuff in there. So getting close to that would be a good point where any close combat units would kind of like jump out and go, well.
Right, yeah, like pointing out towards the armor in the jungle just beyond. It's like, it'd be nice to use those for cover, but I don't think we should go over there. If they've got anything still in the area, it'll be hiding in those trees, ready to leap out and swarm over us as soon as we get amongst the tanks.
Instantly, for all of the lieutenants, I assume the next set of like reinforcements you receive, you'd all like your 2 additional squads coming in.
Yes.
What's our other option?
You could do a squad and the other 2 heavy weapons.
I
I have heavy weapons are last for me, so
yeah.
I guess it depends on what we're doing. Like if we're fortifying here, if we're pushing out. So I guess can I hold before I make that decision?
Yeah, if you guys want, you can like as I said, you've formed a perimeter with what you have here.
Yeah.
So if anything immediately comes at you, they can respond and defend. So you can get together as commanders, as lieutenants, and have a quick conversation about how you want to play this out.
If Primer can take charge, you say most important right now is making sure we secure the landing zone. We're not our full strength without all of our units here. So pushing too far, I don't want to move too many troops until we have a scouting vantage point. Part 2, I don't want to leave the Valkyries open.
So then
I think that's quite fair. My light benders can go and scout round. You know, see if there's anything still hiding. Maybe see if there's better cover, or I don't know. Maybe making sure that those armor wrecks over there might be either safe or possible to use. Maybe drag them around. Maybe very big.
My concern is getting trapped between the valley and the jungle. Valley to me is a death pit.
But it could be a death pit for them, right?
If you're on the right side of it.
So we use that to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
We can make sure that we cover the high ground. That will aid us.
Lieutenant Lancaster, roll me a just straight up perception with -10.
Perception with -10?
Yes, please.
I popped out my thing here. So. Oh, that's not it. Hold on.
did you roll?
Oh,
That was
no.
Uh-oh.
Super crit fail.
Oh no.
So as your eyes,
That's
as-
a 100.
so as your eyes fall out,
Cool. Yeah,
Hey, you
definitely.
could get cyborg eyes.
I feel like I just got like mosquitoes in my eyeballs now.
no, this was an insight into the battlefield, so you just don't notice an opportunity, basically.
Well, this sucks.
I mean, you don't know that. And you do have do you have 2 fate points each yet, or have I not been
We
that
just have
generous?
one.
We only have the one.
So you have a fate point, so if you'd like to re-roll, you can. But we're about to go into about 3 hours of fighting, so
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm just gonna let somebody else figure that out. I'm just.
I do regret
you know,
not doing a reroll last session.
yeah.
How do we get our? Do we refresh our fate points every episode, or
At the end of every session, you get your fate points back. Yeah.
so it's worth using in this session? Got it.
You should all be back up to full wounds at this point, by the way, just in case you.
Oh,
haven't.
that's nice. That's nice.
That
I'm
is-
happy about that.
Cool. Okay. Well, I don't really know where to start with all this, so gonna leave that to all you while I send my troops to go do some scouting around.
I would prefer if you send them towards the hill. I don't want to push towards where armor wrecks are like that, especially if they blew up recently.
Just make sure they're not making any tea out of leaves.
Or playing with grenades.
Rickenbacker
Lame.
does like a gun, like a gun fingers at
You both
primer.
wound me.
Aww.
You
Lime
wound
starts.
me
Maggie
here.
is feeling hurt.
With your accurate statements.
First of all, my squad knows very well how to use grenades thanks to primer. Also, they know not to drink the tea. They only smoke it, apparently. I will go to the hill.
Lime
Okay.
starts drawing out on in the, like the what terrain we can see, and he's like if we have our perimeter here, we have our troops. We'll have towards the hill. We'll have cover from these rocks for half the trip, and then might have to make a dash for the second half. Once we hold the hill, we can push out towards the ridge. Set up positions along there.
I like this plan.
Confirmed. I like this.
But first,
For now,
let's
Yeah.
get our troops back on the ground here and cover what we can. I've had my iron brigs stationed to the north for now. But let me know if you need any assistance.
I'll send Bridgehead to check out the edge of the valley and look down in it and see if they see anything. He's a bit of a brute, but he'll get it done.
Very well.
I could send some of my force along with the 12th for the hill, in case it gets messy.
I think what we need here is perhaps do a little bit of fortification. You brought heavies, right, Reckenbacher?
I did.
Think you could set up a couple just to cover here temporarily? Not big, dug
I
in,
have-
but
One, and they are already starting to set up to the north for now. It seems to be the area we have the least cover.
Bridgehead and his squad will push there. I'll stick by here by the Valkyrie with you. Lancaster, you have your squad scouts heading to the hill, right? What are you doing with your units?
Oh yes, well the squad, the scouts, the light benders will go to the hill, and I'll set up a Corporal Hearn up there with the heavy bolter. It might be nice to have a little bit of a high ground, trying to aim there, and lead them away, maybe.
Don't be too aggressive. We don't know what's on top of that hill.
Me? Too aggressive.
I'm
Never.
just saying, don't send them too far out without, well, capable armored folk.
If we're going to be scouting, I highly doubt that the armored folk are going to be able to do that without alerting the whole damn forest.
I think what he means is that perhaps you send out 1 or 2 troops, not your whole entire squad, to scout first.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
what Reckenbacher said.
Oh, you're very eloquent there, Primer. Eh,
We're
We'll
not
set up a
like the
little bit
least
on the hill.
eloquent.
I'm gonna roll a charm real quick.
Okay.
No.
Actually, Rickenbacker is a little charming, but not.
Check
not
up.
that
Up.
charming.
Yep. It's about.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, not a crit fail though, right? Or is
I've
it?
no, it's a
no-
99. It's a crit
Oh,
fail.
it is.
No.
Okay.
I've never seen someone rolling character so
Much.
proficiently and like in a row. Like
Yeah.
just keeping up with it.
His response is like, "Listen, I'm just trying to make sure your soldiers don't get bullets through their bodies. Looking out for you."
Excuse me, I'm a lieutenant too. I got promoted just the same as you,
Yeah.
but I can't take care of my own squad.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
And by
you
the
say.
way, if it weren't for me, your squad would be still, running into trees and whatnot. Don't know how to climb. Ridiculous.
Whatever. We know how grenades work. Anyway,
Rickenbacker's kind of just like grinning and maybe sipping some coffee, kind of having a good time watching them bigger.
You're like, Lancaster out.
I mean, you're standing in a group talking currently.
Oh, well, then
She
I'll
drops
take
the microphone.
Lancaster out, and I'll just walk away.
So how is where would you like the HQ, and how is the positioning for your initial troop on the map?
Well, I gotta scout the hill first.
Yeah.
So
They've kind of headed out to the east there, so you've got the there you have the are you going to the hill or to the valley?
to the hill.
The hill.
Bridgehead is going to the edge of the valley.
Which is squad
Squad.
1. Okay.
Well, technically he's squad 3, but
Sorry, yeah, that is squad 3. Apologies.
yeah, he's heading up there to just look into the valley, not enter the valley.
Yeah.
But with him, you never know.
Okay. So additionally, the 1-4, what would you like to be doing with your current units?
I think I'll have my HQ and heavy weapons move up into the rocky outcrops just to watch the advance on the hill and intervene if something goes wrong. And then my first squad can work on establishing some basic fortifications around the landing zone.
Basically just making sure the landing zone is A, retreatable to, and B, protected from assault and yeah, etc. That makes
And
sense.
squad 1 has 2 shovels, guys, so we can make trenches twice as fast,
Yes,
just
he
both
can.
arms at once.
I'm my HQ is just going to be outside the landing zone, like right here on the top right corner. Yeah.
And for Lieutenant Rickenbacker, would you just like to move your HQ kind of in tandem behind your units?
Yeah.
Okay. So as your kind of strategy meeting comes to a close, you all move off with your HQs. The Iron Brigade move to the north. The 21st Grenadiers move off kind of northeast. And the Lieutenant Lancaster, where do you want your HQ?
Going to put my HQ near the Iron Brigades for now.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
We want to make sure that the hill is clear first before going up there.
Before you start moving that way. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the basic setup. The 21st Grenadier 3rd Squad is going to reach the valley before the Lightfoots reach the hill. So
I would say one of my runners would be running with them.
Yeah.
Probably.
You have eyes on as well. So
Okay.
you have eyes on the. It's just that it's kind of a steep incline, and it's quite deep. So, and then it kind of like lets out at the edge there. So
Yeah, I imagine he's going like right here.
so he's headed to like there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want him here because we don't know it's in the valley. I want him where it'd be hard for approach if something's in the valley, and then he can look down into the valley.
And just for my additional information, Lieutenant Lancaster, you want to put your squad close-ish to the hill, but then send out a couple of individuals to scout it.
Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send out troopers Zit and Clary, because they work well together, and I'm gonna make them go and scout out the hill.
Okay. Give me a
With whoever
second.
else, if there's like a couple other people. I don't want any more than like. Wait, how many people are in each squad? Approximately
10.
10? Okay, so I'm gonna send out like 4. So those 2, and then like 2 others that seem to work well together, and just allow them to kind of scout it out.
Okay. So they're going to be moving out there. All right. The heavy weapons and the iron brigs are there. Okay. So the first thing we will get is what are your orders for engagement, Primer?
Don't make yourself known. So don't fire. Report if engaged. Take them out.
Okay. In that case, please roll me from your just have a quick look at your generics. Roll me a straight agility 3 times, please. So it's just a 30, I believe. Oh, okay.
Oh, crit 1. I like
And-
that.
Nice.
Okay.
No crit fails, but a crit 1 is good. Super,
That's awesome.
super,
All right, not
super
bad.
crit success.
Whoa. We just got a ton of gift subs. That's
Yeah.
insane. Holy crap. Thank
We
you.
got 50 a minute ago. We just got another 75. Vanyogs, you okay?
It just
Holy
like updated
crap.
on my screen like all yeah, thank you so much, dude. Whew. I just looked over, my screen was just going nuts.
Yeah.
Presumably
I've no-
anyone
I have
watching
no
has a sub now.
modifications on my
Yeah.
paratroopers.
Yeah, because I have the Streamlabs thing in the corner and I just saw something moving and I was like, what is that?
So updated on your screen as so the failures weren't bad enough to overrule the crit 1 success. Which basically means you don't alert the enemy of that squad's position, so they basically get to the edge of the incline that starts going down, and they manage to scout out 2 enemy effectively units, like grouping of termagants. So those 2 things, and a runner comes back to you, Primer, and says, does the Aquila quickly. It says, "Sir, noticed a grouping of enemies at the bottom of the valley, ready to ambush anyone who walks out to the lip of it to the entrance."
Just as I suspected, a death pit. Tell Bridgehead to stand fast and keep an eye out. No sudden movements, no shots. Don't alert of our position.
Aye,
It's
sir.
important to know that they're there.
And he takes off back to the
He would
thing.
also say before he got far enough away, and make sure you come back with updates on movements.
Aye, sir. Additionally, please, for your generic troopers, Lancaster, please roll me 3 awarenesses.
Ready?
Glad I got that crit 1.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
bet.
that was basically delayed the start of this.
And
3
it also
awarenesses,
allowed me to come
nothing.
across and tell Reckenbacher and Lancaster, everybody, Termagid's in the valley.
What'd you say?
There's
Brandy?
just like no. I was just asking if there's any modifiers, but oh my god.
Oh no.
No crit fails at least.
Oh god.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Minus
All right. Well,
4.5, minus 4.7, and minus 6.
None of them are crit fails, but boy, are they bad.
Yeah. At least
roll
it's not crit
me-
fails, though.
Roll me 4 athletics, please.
Okay. From the regular trooper, right?
Yes,
The
from
generic one?
from the regular
Okay.
trooper.
Good. So 1.2 success. That's a crit fail minus
Oh.
6.3.
Okay.
Jesus.
Another success.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Minus 4.4. What is happening
I
here?
don't know. This is what I told you. I was like, don't get too confident. The rolls are crazy. Okay.
1.9 success. Okay, what is happening here? This is a shit sandwich.
Something bad's gonna happen on the hill. That's what. That's what.
This is not good.
Wait, was that? Oh yeah. Wait, that was 4 athletics. I'm very
And they have the
confused.
high,
he said
high ground
he
on
said
that
4
hill.
athletics.
Ooh. I'm
Okay,
scared.
gene stealers. Oh, good, but they are failing.
Everything is in the
Haha.
80s.
Yeah. But it's
Oh
still
my
higher
God.
than, or it's still less failure than.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
they are
less failure.
failing less than the 12th are. So what does that mean?
I mean,
So,
yeah.
What is happening today? Roll 20,
I
are
don't
you
think they
okay?
beat each other, but
What's funny is we just had another show before this, and we had so many crits, like so many like successful crits. Like we only had one person fail a roll.
oh, that's an
Nuts.
athletics.
How is it that like in every show, it's either I'm doing super well for the entire show or super
darn it.
poorly?
You don't know. We've only been
I
in
know
for like
the
a
gene
few
stealers.
They had one
hours.
success.
They
on that
actually got a
side.
success through.
so, the
I will
first
say, but the 2 athletics of Vandy were higher. But
I did get 2 successful athletics, yeah.
Yeah.
the first you're aware of the ambush is a single like sniper shot like reporting from the kind of like close to the bottom of the hill, and then like there's nothing else, and there's like kind of a deathly silence for a little bit, split by a couple of screams.
Screams?
Roll me 3d10, please.
What?
yikes!
Is that for
Yikes.
damage?
Nine, 5, and 4.
No crits, so that's good.
Okay.
Does it up to 18, which is a lot if that's damage.
Oh my gosh,
God.
Fanyogs, what are you doing? Thank you.
Seriously.
Oh my goodness.
I
Thank
think
you.
Fanyogs is trying to offset these terrible rolls. Thank you.
Make us feel better.
Oh man.
No one's allowed. No one's
I've lost
allowed
count.
to. No one's allowed to be unsubscribed in the current chat.
Aw.
Apparently
There's
that's a rule.
Everyone must be subscribed to this.
There've been more gift subs than there are people
Bloodshed.
Maybe
actively
they want more
watching
rear
now.
guard.
You know
I
what
think they
this
want more
means?
rear guard.
We need more, oh yeah, more rear guard. You need to join the rear guard, so make sure you join the Discord, and also more emote spams.
They're replenishing
Yeah.
the troop because so many are gonna die. Is what's expected.
And now roll me a d2, please.
Just a D2. Okay.
Is that which trooper survives?
Oh.
Oh. We just got attached to them all, sheepy.
A 1? Is
Okay, so
that good?
I don't know what the system. Sometimes you want to roll high, sometimes you want to roll low.
I'm
Yeah.
terrified. I'm just terrified.
Sheepy's like, perfect. That's the state I want you always in. Why are things moving?
So running out from the bottom of the hill, you see these like you haven't actually encountered them before, but you've heard rumors of them. It's the slightly larger, multiple-armed kind of what the guard are referring to as like the foot soldier. They're a bit bigger, they're a bit
Ooh.
faster, they're a bit stronger, and they're slightly more heavily armed. There's a kind of like 2 groupings of them like pouring down the hill, and as they start to pour down the hill, the I can actually get this going now.
Yeah, you're not gonna run into battle right away. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Well, you went where you went.
I mean, that's why we said
The
don't send the whole squad. So
the heavy bolter opens up and starts kind of peppering the hill. The Lightfoot first squad, which was sent out, you see two figures, like bereft of weapons, desperately running back. Like one of them is quite far ahead, and one of them's barely ahead of the horde. So please roll me 2 more athletics.
Okay.
Are our heavy units able to cover the retreat?
That's minus 1.9.
Okay.
Ooh.
oh god.
Minus 5.4.
All right.
Rip that guy.
Yeah, rip that guy.
Literally, they will be ripped.
So So as you're watching from your position, you can't see very clearly, but you know enough to know that another trooper goes down to the to this kind of like oncoming horde, and there's just one left who's like he's running as fast as he can, but he's just yeah, he's just not really fast enough comparatively. So please roll me 1 more athletics.
I have a question. This is 2 troopers, not her squad that's left, right?
Yeah,
Point
these are,
2
yeah.
success.
0.2
Wow.
success. Okay.
Good job, Bandy. Good job.
Fuck.
Hey, at least you're only losing 2 troopers, maybe. You know.
All right.
Or 4? I don't know how many of them died.
The Gene Stealer crit failed its athletics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey
Oh.
guys.
3 legs. It can't keep track of them all.
Hey, I'm Sheepdog. How's it going? I have
I
really
think-
scary things that just aren't scary because I'm Sheepdog. Yay.
He
I'm
tripped. They
imagining
tripped.
it like running down the hill and the momentum of the hill and the angle of the hill just starts.
And just start rolling, and they're just like, "Rrr," and then you like the wait, I have a thing for this. One
I
second,
want him
one
to
second.
trip over the body they just killed of the other one, just like, ah! I didn't expect to kill you. I'll just trip over you.
Oh my gosh.
So as the Gene Stealers start rolling down the hill, like banging into each other, like, you know, like just accidentally walking into trees and things. It's supposed to be scarier than this, I swear.
Sheepy, do I get a report of the Tyranids in the valley hearing this and moving?
They don't. Effectively, like this will come in a moment with the
Okay.
runner coming back to you, but they don't move.
Okay.
So the final trooper makes it back to the line the final trooper makes it back to the first
The
squad.
Lightbenders? Yeah.
Yeah, to the Lightbenders, and they start firing and retreating back towards you.
Okay. I feel like maybe we might have found something.
I
So
imagine a runner
please
comes to.
please roll me 3 ballistics plus 10.
From the general trooper again. Okay.
Yes, please. Okay.
Minus 2.5. Okay.
0.5. Minus 4.6.
Minus 4. 1.1.
There
Okay.
we go.
I feel like this is called a poop bruschetta. You know?
It's just a little top. Okay, as the group like kind of converges down towards you, there's shots going down. Like some of them take hits and some of them go down. There's a few bodies left, but the majority of them come in. You do have a moment to kind of like, you're a bit far away to shout commands. To be honest, you'll have to send a runner or radio to Lime to send a runner. If you want to give orders to like specific orders to these guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna just I'll talk to, because I can basically see that this is happening, right? I just can't shout.
Yeah, you're just a bit far away to shout, or like your runners are a bit far away because they're with the HQ. If you'd
Yeah.
like to also move towards the action where your squads are, you can do that because currently you're with the Iron Brigade.
Yeah. I'd probably call out to Rickenbacker and be like, Rickenbacker, we got company. And I'm gonna send my runner. I'm gonna send Trooper Smythe over and tell them to start bringing, like, retreating back.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want them
and
like firing retreat, like organized, or just book it back to the line?
how fast are these Gene Stealers coming, or are the, like, the
Really
scary boys
depends
coming?
how Sheepy rolls, but they seem to be pretty fast.
I'm gonna say to tell them to just book it back, and then we'll like bring in a line to, like, because they should be at the back. Like, really,
Yeah,
they're better at shooting.
Rickenbacker will kind of like shout to the Titans, and shout like, East formation, and they'll kind of like all move towards that way, towards east.
Okay.
Just the Titans. The
Yeah.
Behemoth group will still stay. We'll stay at the landing field.
Okay. And
the heavy
your
bolter can't reach that far, right? Where they're at.
No, and also they'd kind of been firing. If they were firing that way, they'd be firing through like multiple units. It wouldn't be very effective.
Yeah, and
also
they're heavy, so it's not like we can carry those over there. So we'll just leave that.
Yeah. I mean, they are deployable, so they can. There's 3 soldiers, 2 are heavy weapons, so they can be picked up and moved. They're just not as fast. And additionally, Sergeant Lancaster, are you moving your HQ over, like, here?
Yeah, like closer to the rocky outcropping, like, or kind of within it enough that, if we needed to kind of go up on the rocky outcropping, like, we'd be able to get a bit of a vantage point.
Okay.
Do you inform Primer of stuff happening? Because
yeah, I'm gonna vox everyone and be like, so we got big baddies coming down from the hill. They're fast.
Yep, I can see you lads are in trouble.
Yep. We're getting the Iron Brigs out in front just to stop the onslaught, and then we'll start shooting into them. But any help is, well, helpful.
My lads are ready to cover the retreat.
Primer's gonna immediately just go, runner, go tell Bridgehead to fall back towards headquarters. He's about to be sandwiched between 2 squads.
Okay. So let's get a which runners are you sending?
The runner that went with him, the runner that I'm sending.
Yeah.
Raid. Runner raid.
Raid. Roll me an athletics plus 30, please, on your standard trooper.
All right.
Is it ticked athletics, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Plus 30?
Yeah. And just for
0.2 success. Nice.
Just for my info, are you just telling them to book it, or are you telling them to, like, quiet withdraw and then
quiet withdrawal? Quiet withdrawal. I feel like we have time because he's not sandwiched yet.
Yeah.
But he also basically making him away. I would also say squadron moving fast from the east, coming from the hill.
Yeah. Okay.
So that he's aware. I imagine he might do something with that, but I don't know what Bridgehead does. He's a Bridgehead.
So basically the raid is pretty fast and gets there quick enough so that the slow withdrawal is fast enough to reposition.
I picked a good trooper for a runner.
You did. Although, he has his
when
own
that
things.
plus 30, I was like, dang.
Plus 30,
Nice.
So Lancaster, who are you sending as a runner?
Smythe.
Okay. Roll me an athletics, make sure it has a tick, plus 10.
That's not terrible.
Ooh, I saw
3.1.
that 10 roll. I'm like, it's gonna be
Nice.
good.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, the runner hits them, and the troopers are kind of like the gene stealers are bearing down on them, but the troopers kind of the troopers kind of get the order to just book it a lot quicker, and they immediately like turn and start running, which does open up a gap.
We should change our dice to match our troops.
How far do you want them running back? You know, do you want them into the rocky outcropping, or do you want them to just form a firing line, or?
I want them. So the idea is to have them run past the Iron Brigade while the Iron Brigade shields down, and then
Yeah,
we set up behind.
Just
That's gonna be
FYI,
it.
the Iron Brigade's quite slow, so it's going to take them time to
Okay,
to get there.
then-
There you can bring them back to like where the heavy weapons are and where the 21st Grenadiers are moving to, and
Yes, then let's do that.
Kind of like there, and then spin round to face the enemy again.
Yeah, let's do that.
So when
Also, I feel like my heavy weapons might be a little far ahead, just a smidge.
if you'd have wanted them to be a bit further back, that's completely acceptable. I put them there because it's like the edge of the outcropping.
Okay, yeah, it's just a little further back. That should be fine.
Okay. Additionally, a runner Smythe, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Comes back to you to inform you that you've had 3 casualties, KIA. The 2 troopers you sent out, and also Trooper Zit, were taken out by the
Fuck.
ambush.
No. Okay. I'll cross them out on my list.
Who's gone now? We gotta memorialize them here, you know.
It's troopers. So.
I don't have the names of
Oh,
the
you don't
other
have the name, okay.
troopers, but
No.
Trooper Zit was one of them.
Okay.
Fuck, Clary's gonna be pissed.
Basically, Lightbender is now 7 out of 10 strength.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
But you do have your sergeant, your corporal, and Clary still as troopers, or as still alive.
Okay.
Zit got popped. Really, chap?
Ew.
Oh, gee.
So what we're going into now is basically you're going to be under a fairly light assault from the east. Things will be progressing. You have the knowledge of some of the enemy to the north as well. So I'll inform you, like in terms of those guys in the north, because you now don't have eyes on them. They will move and react as they will be doing according to their tactics and etc. When you see them next, I will let you know and show you where they are if you see them again. So
Okay.
just keep in mind that they may not still be there. Kind of fog of war. So everyone roll me a command, please.
Oh.
Right. Any modifiers?
No.
Oh, minus 3.3.
0. Perfect.
Minus
1.6.
0.4.
Success.
Okay. So
Too good, too bad, it works. No, the bad ones are the ones who are most on the front line against the Gene Stealer.
I mean, I have a
So-
grenadier
Great.
thing right there about to go and engage, so.
Yeah, that's nice.
we have Iron Brigade. We have the 12th, and then that's quite appropriate. The 1-4 lost. So how this is going to work is based on your command, is how quickly you are responding to things, and how. So this is like, it's very similar to initiative. You get to move your troops and enact a turn based on your command. So the order of battle is basically the 21st, the Iron Brigade, the 12th, the 1-4, and then the Tyranids make a move.
Okay. Sounds fair.
Primer will come across the Voxcast and say, if we can push them towards the valley, that would be preferred, especially if the Termagants in the valley come up. We want to have them together and not separate, pushing on 2 fronts. make sure you push them towards the valley or just push them back to the hill, but definitely angle them and keep an eye on that valley because noise might bring those termigids out of the valley to assault us from the north.
Just FYI, you do have access to artillery. It is, however, limited. So,
Very well, Lightfoot. If you want to try to maybe push them up that way, that would be a good idea.
Won't be acting as bait, but I'll certainly try to either thin out their numbers on this side and.
You can fire to the right, or to the south, so that they start
herding.
So they push them over.
Yeah, herd them north. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll
start
move
pushing them
down
over
towards the rocks.
Herding nids.
So first up, we have the 21st of Grenadiers. What moves and actions would you like to take?
I'm having them push forward and down towards the rocks and engaging on the southernmost side of the nids. Hit grenades on the southern side. Push them north.
So first up, I'll need 3 athletics rolls.
From generics.
From generics.
Any pluses or minuses here?
Take plus 10. They're professional and battle sensives have kind of kicked in here, so. Okay, it's not a crit. It's not a crit failure. So they manage to get to about here.
All right.
And they are. If you go for the south side of the Gene Stealer, like a couple of groups that are coming at you, it's going to be a -10. So it's really whether you just want to hit them with grenades or whether you want to like field them a little bit.
I mean,
or attempt.
I definitely want to hit them more so. The south would be focused. Whether they can hit the south, I mean, I think Bridgehead would be smart enough to know that if we're going to have a disadvantage shooting there, he wouldn't shoot there right away.
Yeah,
because they're going to be sliding down and trying to gradually shoot down, so they'll probably hit center mass in this case.
Oh, sidebar for your HQ. What do you want to be doing with the HQ?
HQ is going to
keep in mind as your reinforcements come in, you'll need to send a runner to give them instructions. Otherwise, they'll just kind of go off their best guess.
Yeah, HQ is staying put.
Okay.
I like my HQ position because it's like a happy medium between my troops up front and the troops in the back.
How much is there to the HQ squad? Is it just us, the sergeant, the Vox, and the 2 runners, or are there more?
It is you, sergeant, Vox, and 2 runners.
Okay.
You can, like, as time goes on and you can customize, you can bring in, like, a special weapons or, that type of thing, so.
What's up, Maggie? You said
can you change your dice to be orange to match your troops? And Sheepy, if you want to change yours to purple.
Oh, okay.
No, you'd made it like yellow. It's a different color than the HQ.
It's a more yellowy orange, which is amusing because the orange of the units is also way more orange than the red on the key.
Yes, yeah. I tried my best. But,
that's like the most orange I can do. There's nothing that goes like more orange. It just
really?
When I was choosing colors,
unless there's a hex code, let me see if I can do a hex.
You're gonna change yours to purple. Then,
how do I change the colors?
You can switch to red because that's what the key is.
The like token bar colors display settings. I bet that.
No, down at the bottom, like where your name is, there's like a little box.
Just on your name bar, you can just click the color box.
Yeah, the little color box.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I see.
it changes your dice color.
There we go.
See, that's like a pinky purple to me.
That is, yes. We should go with that one. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Okay.
I mean, I can use red to match.
Now you guys will know whose dice are.
Yeah, I'd say just go with red. It's what's on the key, and it's pretty close.
We can make Sheepy change yours to red.
All right, change my thing to orange. That'd be great. I like that.
I'd have to go into Photoshop and do it individually for all of them, and then re-upload them. Not like I could do it for next time. But
not
right now.
Yeah, not right now.
That's what I meant.
I
meant for next time, not for like right now.
Yeah.
And let me just double check on the personality of it's you took Bridgehead. It's squad 3 push, right?
Correct. Squad 3
okay,
push.
so Defilade.
They also have Sapper there, so I imagine Sapper is
Yeah.
useful for positioning and stuff. But
So roll me your ballistics on the generics with plus 10 for the plus 30, please.
plus 30 ballistic.
Sorry, with a minus 10, so plus 20.
Is there a minus 10? Because I said they'd probably hit center mass if Bridgehead would understand hitting south. But if he doesn't, it'll be...
Bridgehead is instinctively hitting the south, which is like a bit harder, but will more likely divert their kind of things.
So total is a plus 20.
Plus 20, yeah.
And I'm rolling 3 of them, right?
3, please, yes.
Minus 3.6, minus 1.7, minus 2.2.
That's some unfortunately high rolls. That's just
Yeah.
It's fine though. Like it's still going
this,
to.
This is our struggle bus. Our first.
I mean,
better
I
than
will
a
also
17.
say I did say grenades, so
You did. So they scatter and so roll me 3d10, please.
dang.
15.
2 isn't there?
Average.
Okay.
Probably.
That's 8, 2, and a 5.
But below average, maybe.
My frags are 2d10 each.
That's not damage. That's scatter.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
The
So
Gene Stealers are rolling really good dodges, 1.7 and then
Yeah.
2 3.6s.
Oh my god.
A good sandwich, but they're slightly range wrong.
That's an open face sandwich.
Yeah.
it's a deconstructed sandwich. You can see everything. So the grenades kind of fall intermittently in between the south kind of area. The problem is they see the grenades coming in and are mostly able to move out the way. So the salvo of grenades does stagger the charge, but it doesn't do as much damage as you hoped, and it doesn't divert the kind of charge. So it's still coming at you.
Great.
And then next up we have the Iron Brigade.
Can you shield wall my units? This is gonna be dicey.
I could try. I mean, it depends on how quickly they're gonna get here. Yeah. So I think the Titans. I'm gonna try to move them like here-ish eventually. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get there. HQ wise, I will. Your HQ's here, right?
Yeah.
I'll kind of move my HQ a little in front, and then my heavy weapons, move it here eventually.
Okay. So roll me 3 athletics, please.
From generic trooper?
From generic trooper with a plus 10. Athletics is ticked, right?
Yes, 1 tick.
Yeah, apologies. I need to go through and like get your generic troopers with the proper everything. But for now, this will do.
I kind of, Maggie, I know this is your decision, but remember I said the Termigids might come out of the valley. So.
Yeah, I'm leaving my HQ here. Well, I can move my heavy weapons over. It just needs to be able to fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
They basically need to be able to fire up that way. So I got minus 2.6, a 3, and a 3.2. So not
that 3.2 is
nice.
3.2 is nice.
You wanted your
good rolls,
Iron Briggs like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
and then
rolls,
the
Maggie.
the heavy weapons.
I probably keep the heavy weapons here. Yeah,
Yeah.
like.
You want them kind of like in at that. So the obviously the color is where they're facing.
Yeah, that's
You
a
want
good
them
cone.
facing
So
kind of like that? Yeah.
northeast, yeah, that's probably the best idea. So they can kind of, they won't be able to go far east, but if Lancaster's crew gets them to move up north, then they'll get back in the range of fire, I think.
Just also for the sake of your notes as we go forward, if you have any like sergeants or corporals or any named people assigned to the heavy weapons, each X is a number. So it's like 1X for your heavy weapons squad, Maggie, is first squad heavy weapons, basically, effectively. So if you want to keep track of who's where and who dies and who might
Sergeant
do
Schultz
well.
is with the main.
Yeah.
He's on the gun. Yeah, I'll kind of stick in front of Primer's group to give him cover like he asked for. So I don't know if it can be like maybe here more, a little over.
Yeah,
Be
that
in front of him.
you
No,
had
no,
enough
not that.
time.
My
Oh,
HQ.
sorry.
Yeah, he was
Your
talking
HQ.
about this.
Yeah, my HQ.
I like your position. I actually like your position because my
Oh.
guys are moving down that way.
Oh, okay. Then cool. I'll
Yeah.
stay. Put it
So that
back
was a good
if that's
position.
cool.
That's where they're heading.
Okay.
You essentially are meeting them where they're going.
Okay.
And then Primer. Oh, sorry. This is You're not really in range with your shotguns, but if you'd like to make them, you have enough time to form a shield wall basically with your. If you'd like to get ready to receive, you've pretty much positioned yourself currently where the middle of the charge is going to hit. So
Yeah, Corporal Tangerman can like shout for a shield wall, and they can
shield wall.
yeah. Probably what they'll do is like 5 of them lock shields, and the other 5 kind of over the top, ready to fire. So then there's like 2 tiers of firing.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll consider them like braced and prepped. So they can make, if you want them to make an action, like if in this turn the Gene Stealers like have a massive like surge, you can take a volley shot before they hit you.
Okay.
And then so almost like a hold action, but
Cool, like an Overwatch almost.
yeah. The other possibility is they'll just move into range and you can just fire at them next time or like when it happens. So okay, so next up is the Lightfoots. Hey buddy, how you doing?
For the first casualties, so great.
Only 3. It could have been 4. You managed to outrun the Gene Stealers with your sharpshooter.
But Clary is no one without Zit.
Zit is dead. Yeah, that's true.
That's very dead. All right, so we're gonna. I'm gonna be using the light benders and the heavy bolter.
Okay.
To fire into the grouping.
Would you like to reposition at all?
The rocky outcropping, is that a bit of high ground?
No. I mean, if you stood on the rocks, maybe, but not much of it's not. There's not really much benefit to it. They're just kind of like kind of boulders and you know, kind of like they're around people size. Like some a few bit bigger, but it's just like it's good cover and it's good concealment, basically.
Okay. So I want to start pushing the guys over the enemies over towards the valley.
Okay.
So
do you want to like move them?
I want to move them this way.
Yeah, so would you like to move your guys kind of over to the other side of the rocky?
Yeah, I want to kind of move them a little further down, here, so that they can fire upwards and start like pushing them over.
All right. Kind of very, very similar to Primer's strat, except for So roll me 3 athletics on generic. I assume they're ticked.
Yes. Yeah.
With a +10.
Plus 10.
Oh, sorry, a +20. That's my bad.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. That was with a +10. So.
Okay, so that's 2.3 degrees of success.
Yeah. Okay. Oh crap! Sorry. +20. Minus 2.8.
Okay.
$2.5 success.
Okay.
Right.
That's enough. That's enough to get you there.
Okay.
If you want to reposition the heavy weapons into a better kind of hit the south side place, you can't. Like you're not really able to move it and also have it fire. So it's a question of whether you want to reposition it for the next time or whether you want to fire hit from here.
No, I want to fire first with them, and then move them after.
In that case, we'll take both of the firings together. Roll me 2 ballistic skills flat and 1 ballistic skill with a +20.
Okay. Here's the 2 flat ones.
Okay.
Minus 5.9, minus 0.4. And then with a plus 20, you said?
Yeah.
2.9.
Nice. Okay, so as you're looking over the fight and you're kind of like noticing things, the effectiveness of the heavy bolter is minimal currently. Not due to being badly positioned, but that's not helping. And the troopers in general are hitting decently. They're having an effect, but it's not really doing anything to change the charge until roll me with the snipe setting, you know, the what's it called, roll me 3 damage, please.
With the snipe setting, okay.
For your gun.
I don't think it's on my trooper one, so give me
you can roll it on yours, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll roll it on mine.
The damage isn't changed, you know, based on
Right.
stats or anything.
Yeah. 3 you said?
Yes.
Okay, and that's with precision.
6, 7.
7. Okay. And
the
then
precision have pen or no?
It has additional damage.
It has accurate.
It has accurate, so it has additional damage based on successes.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So you notice Sergeant Silvat kind of like foot on a little boulder type thing with the guns, just snapping off shots and taking out the real fringe parts of the charge to the south. Much more effective fire than the majority of it. It just kind of like
Nice.
it just clips that south side enough. So next up is the 1-4. What's up, buddy?
Okay, so would I need to choose between moving and shooting with my heavy weapon squad?
That will depend on your athletics.
Okay, because I don't know if they have a clear shot right now because the iron brigs are in the way.
There's enough space and gap there, so you can kind of fire at the center-ish, or you can fire at kind of the south side where they've been hitting.
Okay. There's probably enough people pushing them from the south now. I think I'll just try and go for damage and take out as much as possible.
In that case, please roll me generics, ballistic, plus 20.
Alright. Just the one or a few?
3, please.
Alright.
Oh, actually, in this instance, 2, just because it's the heavy weapon, we'll get a kind of feel for it without.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Minus 2.6 and minus 4.6, which is a crit fail.
Yikes. Oh, that's a 99 too.
Roll me a
What?
D2.
Oh dear.
Please don't hit our own troops.
Like, it's fine. We'll miss them.
Okay.
It's not a problem. I got a 1.
The gun doesn't jam.
Oh.
Okay.
Basically, it was 1 was the top one, 2 was the bottom one. It would have been a jam if you'd have hit the thing. So
Right. So it's like we don't hit anything, but that includes our allies. So
yeah, you don't hit much. But there are you know, with a large number like this is, you know, it will kind of depend.
we'll call it suppressing fire.
Yeah, more suppressive than effective. that could be another 1-4 poster. More suppressive than effective.
Oh no.
I also. Oh, by the way, that was Corporal Mitchell running the heavy weapons. I have no idea what he's about because I didn't manage to learn anything about him.
Corporal Mitchell, eh? Okay.
Just in case that colors how it goes.
Not this time, but noted.
Okay. I think I want to send Trooper Clark, who I also have no idea about, but is one of my runners, back to Foxhole Squad. Tell them to come up to the northeast corner of the deployment zone.
Foxhole Squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and that's you're saying Trooper Clark?
Yep. Don't know what he's about. I do have Trooper Boone. I know that he's fast. That's all I know about him. But I want to keep him in my back pocket.
That's fair. Roll me in athletics -10, please.
Oh,
Okay.
he's pretty slow apparently.
It is ticked, right, on the generics?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I think they are all ticked.
Oh!
So. Oh,
1.1
snap!
success. Did I roll a 9?
9.
I'm going to.
Damn.
I'm going to adjust my notes for that success. I think on
Ooh.
Trooper Clark.
Ooh,
I know it's not a crit, but it was such a difficult roll that I didn't think you were going to get it.
nice.
And,
Is it like
Character progression.
he's way too fat to be a runner, but he's dedicated to the cause.
He rolls.
Maybe he lost weight on this run, you know?
He rolls. Yep. Yeah. Just we just
He's the
tip him over
boulder.
and send him on his
Muscle.
way.
it's more a mentality thing, whereby his mentality has changed slightly. So, but yeah.
Good. The sergeant, Staff Sergeant Scriven yelled about Eldar to him, and
The Eldar are coming.
Yeah, it's Eldar. Okay, let's go.
Eldar. They're fast. I have to be fast too. Okay, so let us get this out here, where we go like this, where we go like this, and where we go like this.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh,
wait,
super
yes.
crit fail.
I have mixed
So you got a
emotions
100
about
minus
these rolls.
4.5 plus 4.8 plus 3.6. So one
No
Gene
crit
Stealer,
successes, but the super crit fail.
one of the Gene Stealers has just kept rolling. The other two are actually doing good work.
So,
He falls in a hole and he can't get up.
I hope it means they're getting pushed the direction that we're trying to.
I hope so
go.
too.
Yeah. Pushes them into the kill zone, and I get to fire at them as a free action.
I mean,
At the
there's a
actions they
reason
sent the
my
runner.
headquarters is staying here and is facing the way they are.
The actions that I sent a runner for are going to happen next turn. That
Oh
was
no,
my guess.
this is
but
where the
just in case.
Hormagates find out.
and then this, and then this. Okay. And then there we go. Apologies. This will just take a moment.
I'm good with that one.
Okay, and that's interesting for you guys. And then finally, because what is life without a little suspense?
No.
I like that. That's a bad awareness.
We've got biovores,
I
but they're
mean,
doing badly.
Yeah. I don't-
Remember the tanks?
I like the roll, but I don't. Yeah, I do. I got hit by it. I very much remember it. I took one to the face.
Rickenbacker
when you-
is the tank.
It's where you got your nickname.
Yeah.
That was bonkers. I still can't believe you were able to survive that. So good.
Me neither, man. Me neither.
Hey, that shield's great.
Saved my life.
Iron Briggs ain't nothing to fuck with.
Oh, this makes me sad.
So Lieutenant Rickenbacker, you see like swarming out of the mouth of the valley, a load of termagants who kind of like spread out and start taking up firing positions, like fairly spread out. In this instance, because your HQ and heavy weapon hasn't moved, you can respond with a fire here.
Yay.
I do. That's why we kept those heavies where they are.
Yeah, Corporal... Oh, wait, is this from the north?
This
Yeah.
is from the north.
Okay. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Let me know what you want me to roll.
With roll me 2 ballistics, please, with a plus 20.
Here we go. Got a 3.8.
Oh,
And a minus 2.3.
Less
okay,
nice.
Okay. Yeah, the heavy bolter is kind of like, it is out in the open, but so are the termagants. Like the majority of cover here is either non-existent or not decent enough to offer anything much. So the heavy boulder just opens up and starts like peppering this area of termagants, just like with a full-on stream of fire, and that's enough that their response in the next time is going to be iffy. So
And that
I'll
is
make a note of
Sergeant
that.
Schultz,
Sergeant Schultz.
who's on the
Do I
on the
get to
gun.
shoot too from my headquarters?
He wants to see the world burn, and he's like a fierce warrior.
So yes, the Iron Brigs are out of range currently with your headquarters. So if you want to kind of like form like a makeshift shield wall, you don't have that many people in your HQ, but you can do enough to kind of like get the benefit of the shield wall in terms of getting shot at and etc.
Tiny
Yeah.
5-person shield wall.
Yeah, if we can, we could go.
Yeah.
Rickenbacker will call out to them to shield wall.
Yeah, and your HQ primer can respond as well if you want to move or if you want to fire. They will be at long range currently, so.
I'd fire. Move
Okay.
up slightly and fire, so it probably wouldn't affect range.
You can either or.
Oh, then I'm shooting.
Okay.
Just las guns.
Yes. So roll me three ballistics with a -10, please.
On my sheet
Uh,
or generic? Because it's headquarters, so that's my question.
you know what? Roll it on your sheet. Yeah. I'll allow your HQ to kind of be on a bit more on your terms because you are also in there as well.
Yeah, I'll
I
take.
mean, it doesn't matter if you're gonna roll a fucking one, dude.
That's mine.
Roll one,
I will take
which is
that.
good.
Should I roll on
one.
mine or the generics, or should I just roll a crit success? Who knows?
That's mine. Just so you know, that's my shot.
Yeah.
I'm taking that. That's me. Totally primer doing work here. Those are all with -10s, mind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minus
So
3.3
I had a
and
super
plus
crit
1.8.
3.9, -3.3, and a 1.8. I guess we can call that the crit club because I sandwiched a negative between positives.
Yeah. So effectively what happens here and what you do here is you order your troops to kind of to lay down fire just at the termagants. They kind of like start, you know, trying to assist the heavy weapons that are already going, and then you just like slot a grenade in, fire, slot a grenade in, fire, slot a grenade in, fire, in this kind of like really rigid, trained kind of almost robotic way, and just like all the way along the line of termagants who've showed up, it's just like boom, 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 almost like an artillery barrage. And it just it does damage and it kills quite a few of them, but it also scatters them, so they're very disorganized at the current moment. And I think before we get into what happens next, let's take a break here.
Oh, it's already break time. I did not realize that.
I don't get to roll damage for that.
I swear this goes so fast.
Okay, so yeah. In that case, roll me just. Well, it's a barrage, so roll me 3 damage very quickly for your frag grenades. I hate, you know, this is why I didn't have you roll damage, because I'm like, he's gonna crit
Oh my
anyway.
god.
10,
There you
17, and I think you need to roll a 1d5 now, right?
Yeah, roll me a
For
1d5.
the crit.
Please be a 5.
Come on. Oh,
It's a 1. Boo.
lame.
So I'm just gonna roll something.
Or wait, wasn't
and
the
then we
1
can-
good last time on this situation, or was it a 5?
Five.
Five
Five's
is
better.
5
is
was
the
good.
one.
Okay.
Okay, so termagants.
Dang, rolled well on that willpower. Not that time though.
Basically, he's rolling on like the critical tables.
Oh, I just enough to fail. That was so close.
Oh.
Okay.
0.8 minus 5.4 and a minus 0.1.
Yeah.
So, let's take a break here, and then we'll see what our lovely Tyranids do the next half of this battle.
All right. Go get yourself a drink, stretch them legs of yours, you know, do whatever you gotta do. We'll have some fan art playing, and you can check that out whilst we take a little break here, and we'll return to find out how this battle goes.
Ooh.
See you in a bit.
there. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back from the break. We are here for the last ditch putt. Ready for this
Yeah.
battle.
Just we've come up with a new poster for the Lightfoots, everyone.
Yes.
It's just a helmet rolling by itself in an empty field, and it's just AFG, away for gourmet.
Gourmet in quotation marks.
Yeah.
So let's get right back into it, and all of that tension of what's gonna happen, and whether the Gene Stealer is gonna get you guys is no, they didn't do very well on their athletics.
This is really this is really fun. I like the RTS elements of like placing our troops and moving them and come back. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, let us know in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, of course, live right now, if you're liking it.
So they do not make it, which means that the Iron Brigade first squad. Sorry, is it first squad or is
No.
it? It's first, I think. Yeah. Can respond with their shotties with the thing. So.
Oh, you mean my second squad, the Titans?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
Titans.
Please
Titans.
roll me a 3 ballistic skills with a +10.
Hold on, I have a question.
Okay.
A question. Are they in range for dragon breath rounds?
They are not. That is a close combat thing. So it's
sickles.
it's
All
a,
right,
it's a
that's
very
fine.
short range.
That's fine. We could do some. So you want to do ballistic? Plus or minus?
+10.
10. Ooh, minus
Okay.
0.1. Not the greatest. -1.
All right.
Not good.
You have another roll.
Oh, I get 3.
So yeah, it's 3. 3. Give me the feel of how they are doing.
2.3. Okay.
So the initial couple of salvos as they get into range are not massively effective, but do definitely like take down a decent number of the enemy. And that takes us to the top of the round. Would everyone please roll me a command -30?
Command -30?
Wait,
Mine is
isn't
30.
Isn't it the 12th and the 14th and the 1-4 first?
This was the Tyranids' final bit. This was like a few of the units had moved but not fired because they weren't in range, etc. Or they didn't have anything to do, so they were kind of on hold actions for when the enemy turned up.
Yeah, I was on
Yeah, so it
Overwatch,
was like a
so that's why
response.
I got to attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
-1.1 for me.
Because my troops didn't
-30
move.
command. Oh my god.
So -30. Oh,
I'm
Yes.
-2.5.
that's horrifying.
Oh, we're taking 30 off these.
-0.3.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Do you say we're taking 30
success.
off these?
Yes,
-30, yeah.
-30 command roll.
Oh god, -6.2.
I will
Uh,
say, I think it's fitting that Primer did not roll well because he literally just volleyed grenades himself. So.
Yeah, he's been distracted with freaking a barrage of
Where are
grenades.
your other troops?
You do all have rerolls if you would like to reroll.
Where are your other
Just let
troops,
me know.
Tyler?
Mine are they're moving down towards your guys. They're right here.
Yeah, but
Yep.
don't you have
Headquarters
3
is here.
groups?
They only have
I
2
only
units.
brought the squads. I didn't bring heavy.
Okay.
So would
saved
anyone
my
like to
heavies
reroll?
coming in last. Not with a -30.
Yeah, not with a -30.
Okay. In that case, Lieutenant Rickenbacker, it's time to choose what your reinforcements are. 2
Ooh.
squads or a squad and 2 heavy weapons.
2 squads.
Okay. In that case, I believe that's. Let me just have a look here. Yeah, that's squad 2.
I have Padlock and Surge.
Yeah. So the first squad and third squad
Yep.
of the Iron Brigade touch down at the at the landing zone together. Just because I'll put the 1-4 here because they're kind of on the outskirts, and they touch down in there. They are close enough for you to very quickly send a runner. You don't need to roll for it, and you can give them their orders of where to deploy.
Okay.
However, to start off with, we're starting at the top of the thing, which is the 21st, the Alpha Grenadiers.
All right. So I don't get reinforcements, right? It's just commanding right now.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, to give you an idea of how the command rolls are working for reinforcements, next round it will be -20 on command. Whoever rolls the lowest, or if you succeed, your reinforcements will arrive.
That makes sense. Grenadiers will keep moving south and focus fire, like trying to get on the outskirts of the shield wall, so that they're paired up with the Iron Brigs.
So kind of to there.
Kind of like, yeah, they'll be on both flanks. So they'll be on the north side and the south side of the Iron Briggs shield wall.
Okay.
Like we'll be in the center
So
of them.
essentially, what they're going to be doing is shooting the outskirts as they approach the shield wall to try and funnel them towards the shield wall, as opposed to going around it.
Okay.
And it'll be focused fire on the outskirts, trying to concentrate them at this point.
Yeah. All right, and okay, cool. I assume with your HQ, you just want to kind of carry on with what you were doing. Basically laying fire into the. I won't require a roll for that unless you want to do something different, really, in this instance.
He's trying to keep the termigids away.
And scattered, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Definitely does not want them shooting on us because that is they have a huge opening from that side.
and apparently you have like a weakness against termagants, you guys as soldiers in general. The termagants are always the one that roll well against you, so
yeah.
They're like my ace in the hole.
I definitely don't like them.
That's fair. So in that case, roll me your ballistic skill 3 times with a plus. It's quite close, and you got your so yeah, plus 20.
And this is from generics, right?
Yeah, from your generics, yes.
All right, cool. I was like, that's a pretty good chance to hit on my sheet.
Nice. 1.8. 3.4.
Yep, 1.8 and 3.4 successes. Did you say 3?
Yeah, 3.
Sorry, I only rolled 2, so here comes number 3.
And what? Damn. Okay, tell you what. Just for the sake of the effectiveness, because you're hitting well, you're like hitting where you want. Roll me a damage. Let's say, yeah, just roll me 3 damage as well. Let's see how that does.
Dang, dude.
Here's a question. This is for you to decide. Would Bridgehead have them go to overcharge?
He would. He would keep it on normal. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm rolling how many damage on regular?
3, please.
All
right. 11, 12, 8. Okay. Nice. Nice. Let's have a look here.
No crits, but still good damage.
Yeah. What basically happens here is the horde, we'll call it a horde, but the groups of gene stealers are effectively like getting hit from the edges and instinctively like start grouping closer. As
good, perfect for the shield wall.
Yeah, as the fire is kind of heading out like that. So let's move to the IB, the Iron Brigade. Sergeant Lieutenant Rickenbacker. By the time I'm used to Lieutenant, you guys are going to be captains. I just know.
Yeah, probably. Obviously, my guys up here are going to stay where they are. They're going to fire at these guys who are still coming down the hill.
Okay.
Towards us. So, ballistic. Is it still plus 10 or?
It would be plus 20. They are now grouped up and reasonably close,
Right,
even
this
for
is
short
my
ones.
generic trooper.
Yes.
20. -3.
Okay. Just an 80.
-4.6. Ooh,
Okay.
that's not a crit fail though. I don't
That is a crit fail.
It
too.
is.
It is a
I
crit
didn't
fail,
hover over it
yeah.
yet. 2.4.
And can you please roll me a d3 quickly, please?
Yeah, I can.
Just don't roll a 2, you'll be fine.
Don't say that. 2.
Oh,
Yay!
Like, don't say that, because that's gonna happen. That
Okay,
is,
so
because that's my Titans. That's Sergeant Bognor and Captain Tangerman.
yes.
Squad.
So the firing itself goes off well, and you kind of like the shotgun volleys like hit into the center, and there's a lot of bodies dropping. The remaining Gene Stealers are actually going to have to make a roll at this point. But what does also happen is the shotguns, like quite a few of them jam in the squad. So
For that.
oh dear.
Oh,
you have
maybe it's
Dragon's Breath built in separately, so.
maybe it's reload stuff. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's. I was pretty sure it's reload stuff. So, effectively, what you need to do is you will need to get your squad to the, to one of the 1/4s units, so they can basically clear your jams, or spend a couple of turns just sitting there clearing out your jams and things like that before you're effectively combat ready again. For ranged, you can still melee.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I said don't roll a 2.
I know, and that's why I said don't say that. You're gonna jinx me.
Hey, I need some good rolls for me as well, okay? So the Gene Stealers are going to need to roll this to decide how they respond to the current situation.
Like the idea of the Iron Brigades running up to my squad to be like, fix our guns, and then they just like hit him on the side and it's working again.
Actually, you know what? I can send Corporal Kaplan, Corporal Summer, whenever he gets here, to unjam them. Because he is a machinery and mechanics guy.
Yeah.
Corporal Summer, yeah. He's a mechanic and a fixer. He's in which squad is he in? Corporal Summer, he's in 3rd squad. So
Yeah, third squad.
you need to get 3rd squad over there, yeah.
Yeah.
And effectively that's not going to change anything, so we can move on to the 12th.
Do my guys down here not get to shoot up there?
Yeah, the heavy.
Yes, they do, but it's kind of like maintained roles, unless
Okay.
you want to do something different from what you have
Oh,
done.
that's fine.
Okay.
Just curious.
Oh, and sorry, there is something else. Would you like to move your 2 new squads who have turned up? That is Padlock and Surge have landed and are ready to move.
I will send Surge up to assist to the east and Padlock to come up front with HQ.
Roll me 2 athletics, please.
All right.
With a +10.
My generic trooper.
That's a
3.7.
really good roll.
Nice.
That's a really good roll. Good crit success there.
And
Another
3.4.
major success, but not quite a crit.
Rolled a
Okay.
3 and a 6.
Yeah.
Are those pretty much where you wanted your units to move?
This troop, I was hoping. Well, obviously, I want to get them next, like to form in my position.
crit success there. So yeah,
Right.
totally.
And then this one, kind of joining the shield wall with HQ. So like
Okay.
both groups kind of like getting in place to join the shield wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Good rolling, Maggie.
Bigger
Jesus.
shield wall. You
It's
want
a-
a shield? We give you a shield.
One of the features of the Iron Brigade is because they've got their like heavy shields and everything is they're slower. Doesn't matter when Maggie rolls 3.7 and 3.4 degrees of success on athletics.
They're
Yeah.
they're strong. They're
They are strong.
They're fresh. They're ready to go, and they were doing their stretches in the Valkyrie.
Maggie, did you want that shield, the ones to the east, on the northern or southern side of the unit you already had there? That was just my one question.
I think
You can maintain your formation with them on the sides if you want, Primer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like it's. But yeah,
I was
if
just thinking in relation to where other troops were. I didn't know whether
if you want them like here to carry on the funneling, the thing is they've been very centralized, so they're not really like moving. They're not really moving towards the gully. They're yeah. So
right. It was just a question for.
yeah, I don't want to cover. I don't want to be in front of the Lightfoots.
Yeah, I think is that your heavies too, Vandy?
Yeah, that's her.
X is
My
heavy.
heavies are yes. That's
Yeah.
this one. This
So
one
I don't
right
want to
here,
be in
my
front of
heavies.
them. They're gonna like mow me down.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know
Yeah.
what was what because I have a hard time reading that because I'm not zoomed in super.
No,
yeah,
no,
sorry,
it's
it's a little small if you're not
Yeah.
zoomed in. Okay, so in that case, we are on to the 12th.
Yay!
Sergeant Lancaster.
All right. I'm gonna try moving my heavy bolter a little further, just slightly south here. Again,
If
to
it-
try to
it-
push them over.
Yeah, if it's not moving far, then
Yeah, it's just a
that's
small.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It also gives you a
Um,
field of fire on the hill a little bit better, which is good.
Yeah, I kind of want that like cone range.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna fire with all those. Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna fire.
Let's just do a generic 3 roll thing. If you'd like to roll your ballistics on your own character and a ballistics on +20, additionally do that as well.
So wait. So ballistics. How many ballistics are going on my trooper
So-
sheet, and how many are going on the other one?
Yeah, okay. So 3. No, sorry. Yeah, okay. Let's keep it simplistic. Do 3 with +20 because it's actually quite close range.
From the trooper.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on a second. That was without anything, so that's minus 5.9.
Okay.
It's a 99 anyway.
It's all right. Keep
Well-
going.
No.
It's cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I feel you.
I like that it's a minus 6.9 though. I don't want to
Yeah.
change it. There you go.
Okay.
2.5
There you go.
success and 2.9 success.
Okay. And
Yeah.
please roll me a D3. Don't roll a 1.
Okay.
It's just fun to tell them what the bad one is, so that they're like, no.
I got a 3.
Ooh.
That's good.
It's probably like one person jams, but they managed to clear it quite easily.
Okay. Whew.
There's no problems there.
Okay.
Additionally, roll me
Nice.
roll me 3 sets of damage off your gun.
All right. They're far enough away still that I can use precision.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you've kind of gone around the flank of them here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There you
5,
go, there you go.
11.
Nice 11. 5 and 11 and
5, 11, and 6. So
Okay.
it's okay.
Yeah,
Decent
the kind of massed fire from the side really kind of like chips away at their south side, causing them to like bunch even more. They are effectively the amount of damage you've done currently is effectively enough to kind of mean that you've taken out at least half their numbers.
Are they bunched up enough? Like I'm looking, I want to look at that now, and I want to see if them being that bunched up would be worth throwing a grenade into them.
Because you're throwing grenades, it's a bit far away for that. To be
Yeah.
honest.
No, not for me, but
Yeah.
for Primer.
Oh,
I'm at HQ.
yeah, like so.
Or Primer. No, well, your squadron, like your.
And his
yeah.
they
Yeah.
have taken their move.
So I can't right now.
Can't
okay.
really, yeah.
If they're still around that by the next time.
Okay.
That's really kind of what I'm thinking, because
Yeah.
trying to see how much they're gonna stay in one area. Although I guess does Lime have any? I don't know how much I would want Lime to throw grenades.
We do have some grenades, and we've got a lot of anti-plants. Not that they're useful right now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe gene stealers are plants. You don't know.
Yeah, you've got to test it. Who knows?
So moving.
We've got 2 frag grenades and 2 flashbangs each, so we got something.
So having said that,
Okay.
Lieutenant Lime, your crew is open.
Okay. Did my squad 1 move up to the northeast corner of the deployment site after I sent the runner?
To the northeast, yes.
Okay. I don't know if I should call them up or have them stay there to kind of orient anyone else who lands and just tell them where the enemy is.
Yeah, they are also still working on defenses and like kind of fortifying the LZ. It really depends whether you want to move out after dealing with this kind of set or whether you want to stay defensive.
I mean, you can easily vox me to tell them what to do as well, so you don't have to run her.
Oh yeah, you're right there. Yeah, I tell you to relay to them, hold position, keep building defenses, but if third squad dugout lands, to hand the task to them and move up to me.
All right. Primer will say, Lime tells you to stay put, keep digging, doing your fortifications. If they're done, move up to him.
Is that what Sergeant Dunn sounds like? Okay.
He's not as bad as
As Yorks.
He's not as bad as Yorks, no.
He said some word in a weird way. I don't know what he said, but I think he's staying put.
Sure, that'll do.
Okay. And would you like to heavy weapons? They're in decent range now, and you can
I've maintained fire on the approaching Gene Stealers, and I'm wondering if I should move myself up to like behind Ironbreak Squad 3. Would I be able to get like some decent shots from that position?
Yeah, you should be able to. It is an HQ, so
there's only a few of us, but
is limited. But
it's really good to have a HQ in that block anyway, so that we can quickly relay orders. So I'll move up into
relay orders. Well, okay.
I'll move up HQ into that slot after telling my heavy weapons guys to just keep shooting the aliens.
Okay. Roll me 3 ballistics, please, with +20.
All right, is this the generic?
Yes, please.
All right.
-1. Exactly on the mark.
Nice.
And
yes!
4 point. Is that a crit?
It's not a crit, unfortunately,
not a
but
crit.
4.4. Nice.
This is
Nice,
the thing.
yeah.
As you progress more and more, you're like, oh, that's a really good success, and you're like, oh, it must be a crit. But you've been like leveling up skills and that type of thing. So you're like, oh no, it's Okay, so
I'll take it.
Yeah. You have a looky-loo here. Yeah. The concentration of fire between all of your heavy weapons and etc. really does do like effective damage to the Gene Stealers. So when this happens, it's not as dramatic as it was supposed to be because they rolled really badly on their what the hell is it called?
Is this them hitting the shield wall and you were hoping that, they just like mow it down and start tearing into us, but actually there's only like 3 guys?
I was hoping it was...
We did hit them pretty hard and they did move pretty slow, so...
I was hoping it was going to be a bit more epic, and they really did roll badly on their athletics, but the remainder of the remainder of the Gene Stealers like swarm forwards. They've lost probably getting close to 3/4 of their numbers, and like slam against the braced Iron Brigade squads as they're like deep in their shield wall. So Lieutenant Rickenbacker, please roll me 3 toughnesses with. There's 2 squads. With plus 30, please.
Okay. We are shield walled too.
You are shield walled, yeah.
Okay. Toughness. Plus 30. On generic trooper.
Yes, on generic trooper.
Minus 3.3. Oof.
Crit failure.
Oh no. Don't do that. I'm behind this wall.
4.1.
Good success.
1.8.
Oh,
Oh, what a whiplash.
that's scary.
It's like a roller coaster right there.
You're behind the wall. My squad's
like
behind the wall. You know.
Something got like, there's like a hole that got pushed in and like it's probably hit some people, and then we got like people
Oh,
trying
it's
to
off
like
the
push the
generic.
shield back in, successfully holding, and then just like pushing. Ugh, intense.
Can you use the fate point on them? But that's a generic trooper roll.
Yeah, it's a generic trooper roll, so.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Gene Stealers did well.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have fate. I can't use.
They have a toggle of 85 when they're charging.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you didn't
like,
do that well. It's just that not well is still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could you roll me, Could you roll me 3d10s, please, and also 3 dodges.
Or is it for her? Is it parry or dodge?
Or parry. Yeah, parry would be appropriate as well.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Are they both basically the same?
Well, on
Oh,
my
no.
character sheet, you know, parry is better because I have 3 ticks in it, or 2
I would
ticks in it.
imagine your troops would be better with parry because
Do
she-
your
They are.
troops
They're
not-
my troops are better with parry than dodge by like
Yeah,
a small smidgen.
is
Then,
there a
then you
check mark
should
in it?
go with parry.
Okay. And then that's with the plus or minus of anything.
No, just
flat.
generic.
Flat. Oof. All right, here we go.
You
Midget
were
can make
asking
all
if
the
it was
difference.
check marked.
1.9
Yeah.
minus 5.6. Gonna
Okay.
do one more
Crit fail.
Yes, please.
and a 1.2.
1.2. Nice. 2
Okay.
successful parries.
And
How
we
many
have
casualties
here.
do I take?
We have here the 3rd and 2nd squads. Okay. Let's have a look here, shall we?
Right. That is my surge
Oh,
and
no.
titan group.
Oh, the Gene Stealers got a crit.
Yeah, they
Fuck.
did.
And their other 2 rolls were only 1 less than a crit, so that's a lot of damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, they have some nasty.
Blades.
In the ensuing melee, there's kind of like shoving. There's shotgun blasts and well, actually, yeah, there's some sort of shotgun blasts because the other unit is it's currently jammed up. But I'm assuming they all have chainswords because you do have them.
Yeah, we have
available to you.
chainswords. I have so many chainswords.
You really do.
Every
great.
person in my platoon can have a chainsword.
That was a great roll on
It's
on
insane amount
regiment
of
creation.
chainswords. We're
That's
like,
terrifying.
okay, and they're like best quality ones too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insane.
I'm glad you got that good roll.
Yeah.
Do you have any spares?
Yeah, we're melee, so we just don't melee that much because obviously you want to keep them at range as long as you possibly can.
Yeah.
So you take 2 casualties in 3rd squad in Surge.
Okay. Ooh, they just arrived. Okay. Squad 3. 2's gone. So that is
Which means 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Yeah.
It's 8 out of 10, but technically with a bracket in 1 because one of them is
Injured?
wounded, not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Gotcha. So 7 out of 10. 1 wounded.
And you take one casualty death in the 2nd squad Titans.
All right. So they are 9 out of 10.
No names. So.
Okay. Oof. Rough.
Okay, and additionally, are you prepared for the heavy onslaught of termagants as they turn and run away?
Wait.
That's the crit, baby!
Frickin- they really did not roll well enough to stand by. So they're going to. I'll just roll a 1 on this just to see how they do.
Shield wall!
They kind of head off.
Fucking repelling them all.
They're probably not quite out of sight, so they head up there.
Oh, the termagants ran because of grenades and heavy hitting them hard. From,
Yeah, they got hit.
It's
they
still
got...
just beautiful though, like the imagery of the wall, and then just like doo-doo-doo, like
Oh yeah, like pew 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 pew, like all these
Yeah.
grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool.
oh yeah.
I
That's
like
what
the
I was
idea that
saying.
they turned around and looked around the corner, so it's like and then
no thanks. Too much explosions. Bye.
they're
Yeah.
just like watching you, like
I'ma go."
I'm scared. What are they doing?
That's what I was saying. Like, cool. I really enjoy this because we get to see like all the tactics, and because we've all like talked about all these tactics that we wanted to do, so it's
Yeah.
cool to see it come into fruition.
Additionally, as it's the end of the round and presumably other... Oh, actually, no, that's a good point. Give me a second. Boop, 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 boop.
Please roll bad on your awarenesses that I think you're rolling right now, Sheepy. Please.
Uh-huh.
Please roll poorly. Can we have sheep dice, please?
But you're not allowed to invoke sheep dice. Oh, God damn it! You are a dick.
I
Minus
love
2.7
it.
on the biovore awareness.
And
That was
the,
big.
Love
That was
it.
important.
the most annoying thing about that is because I invoked the don't roll a 1 on Maggie earlier, I can't even be pissed that you did that to me.
That's amazing. That's minus 3.1 on athletics for the termagant. Biovore is awareness
Oh,
at
no.
minus
Not a
2.7.
Hormigon.
The termagant rolls awareness for minus 1.7 and
Sorry.
awareness of 0 for the Hormigant.
I don't
So
want
the
Hormigon.
Hormigant spots whatever, like us, I guess. Just maybe.
Yeah.
So, everyone please roll me command, minus 20 and primer, no, sorry, Rickenbacker, minus 30, please.
That's 30. On our main sheet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Nice.
Bentham, we're getting our units!
I got a crit. I don't think it makes a difference, but
Minus
3.2
2.7.
success.
Ooh, maybe you get both of your things on a crit success.
Yeah, you got a crit, so.
I got a minus 5. So I think I win this one, right? Like I get everything.
Yeah, you rolled the
Yeah.
highest, so.
Yeah,
that-
yeah. I rolled the highest. Yeah, so I win.
I rolled an 8, so I wasn't far from a crit, but...
Mm. Does a crit mean I just deploy like my entire force at once? Like, okay, nice.
Nice.
So
Or
coming in,
could he have the option of having less troops but be able to do more with them?
you know what? Would you, if you'd like, I don't know whether you'd like to, but if I will allow deployment outside of the LZ, if you'd like to insert 2 squads of whatever you'd like on the battlefield.
I think I'll just deploy everything. That seems
Yeah, no,
that
that's
seems
fair.
neat.
That's-
what if I just have more troops?
Hey, I was
I
just
just imagine-
offering.
No, it was a good note to go with, and it's like that. If you had more,
The squads come out of the ground. You just see a shovel burst from the earth, and the 1-4 crawl out.
I just imagine Lime on the Voxcaster, deploy everything!
Where are the damn troops? Get them on the field now.
You know, I wonder if a crit success,
Everyone.
could you have them actually do an aerial strike as they bring people down too if you didn't bring everybody? It is a transport, but they still do have weaponry on there.
Yeah, the I think the problem there for you this time is you don't have you haven't reconned the map, the like battle, so it would be really useful if you want to like if you know where the biovores are, you could just land and like take them out. But
yeah.
in this instance, it would be a
Well,
guess.
he knows where these
But-
are, right?
You know what? You know.
Or we could flank and drop behind these guys. I mean, there's a lot of
know-
other options
Yeah,
tactically.
but we don't
what
know
we
if
could
there's
do.
more on the hill.
No,
that,
we don't.
That might
yeah.
mean we are flanked.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
Lieutenant Lime, roll me a
Well, Bentham knows stuff.
roll me a straight shot survival and straight shot tactical imperialis.
Okay.
Minus
No,
2.3.
survival minus
minus
3.3.
I'll allow, if you like, I'll allow a reroll for both of them because they're the same, like, you know.
Ooh, you could use
if
your
I
fate
spend
point.
the fate point, I can.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's the
Yeah,
target
2 for 1
It's
is
not
not bad,
bad.
but at the same time.
But
Target's
also, we
40
only
for
have like an
both.
hour left, so.
It's true.
Ooh.
Let's do it. I'm gonna roll it.
Okay.
Let's try again. Don't be crap.
Not much.
Mine
They,
is
they were. They were.
2.4,
Both of them
minus 4.
were worse. The first one by
Yeah.
0.1, the second one by 0.2.
Well, there you go. No, you may as well bring them in as they stand because you're not sure. Like, if you'd have succeeded, I would have given you the position of the biovores.
Oh,
Ba-
that
based
would have
on-
been so
Would've been-
cool.
Based on like terrain and all that. But you can still, like, if you want to make a guess,
Yeah, it's
you can
like
still
I
bring them in somewhere and
I lick the nearest rock, and I'm like, if they were anywhere.
I have an idea of where they would be.
If I was a biovore, where would
So.
I be?
Just at the tip.
Just at the tip, yeah, probably.
you know what? Because it's impossible for Bentham to
The
guess.
chat doesn't know what we're
Um,
talking about.
I know. That's why it's so great.
Should I zoom in and show them what we're talking about?
I think
talking
they
about
have
this.
an idea.
We're talking about this kind of phallic thing that he's made less phallic.
It's very
a
clearly
He
a
jelly
jelly
says that it
fish.
Hold
looks
on.
less phallic.
It's very clearly a jelly. There was not much I could do with it. Stop being mean.
Listen.
This
Hold on.
quarantine
hold on,
is
hold
not
on.
nice to any of
We
us.
need,
Okay?
to, we need to put that.
It just
that
looks
nice
like a
little
veiny
video
something.
in
I'm
chat
just
right
saying.
now. We need to put that video in chat right now.
The video in chat.
Can you put that link in chat?
What link in chat?
I'm gonna
The-
try.
just-
It might time me out, but I put it in there.
Oh,
that's
YouTube video.
that's the
Oh, okay,
reaction to the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I don't have to say what it is. You guys can watch the video and figure it out.
The video explains everything. So,
I'm gonna
What-
link
what
it
a-
in like the YouTube description now, so people can.
what I will allow is if all three of you want to very quickly like come to a consensus of where you think the biovore is.
The only
you-
thing
Yeah.
only thing I don't think we'd be Primer wouldn't be exploring that because he knows the armor wrecks and he has an inclination of they might have been here, but not
Yeah.
enough information to think they're still here.
Well,
We don't even actually know if there are biovores. We just know armor's
Yeah.
got taken out, which so far indicates biovores, but we don't
that's
actually
yeah.
know.
You know what? That's fair enough. It would be a cool scene, but additionally with the failure, I think. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go with that. So.
But thank
Our-
you for
our
having more
units start
confidence
blowing
in
up.
us, Sheepy, than we have in ourselves.
Once we see shields and iron brigs flying through the air, we can be like, "Oh, there's biovores here."
It's always
Sheepy's like,
it's always,
I'm trying to give you guys something. We're like, no, we wouldn't know that.
it's always heartwarming when a
That's meta.
GM's like, oh hey guys, you could have this nice thing, and it's like, no, we suck, we don't deserve it, and it's like, oh, thanks guys. So additionally, we got a success from Primal.
Yeah.
Would you like squads or squad and 2 heavy weapons?
I would take squads, but I do, since I wanted information on the field map, I would kind of want a flyover scout if I can request the Valkyrie to do that. I don't know if I have to sacrifice squads for that, but
Yeah, it would be delayed. It would be you'd get them next turn, but it would be delayed.
I'm fine with the delay. I definitely want the flyover, preferably with the Valkyrie is the Valkyrie, right? That dropped off Bentham's squad.
Okay.
So you want like a scout?
Not mine. Yeah, I want somebody to do a flyover to get an aerial view, so I get kind of like transmit and give me a feel for the map. If
So-
they see units, they see units. But
I'm gonna go based off the aeronautical rolls that they've
yeah,
done
that makes sense.
That's
in the
fine.
rear guard.
that's
Uh-oh.
fine.
Carry on.
All right.
That
good
was
to
the tone
know.
of
Rear
voice.
guard failed.
Oh no! What did you guys
that's
do?
fine.
What happened? You need to share.
We love you, Aeronautica. You haven't rolled well the last couple of rolls.
I'm not sure if we do love them right now. Do they deserve our love? I don't know. Wait, who's part of Aeronautica?
There's
Oh,
a
there's
bunch
like-
of people in Aeronautica.
There's
Hey,
like 10,
I didn't
10 people.
rely
No, I
on
know,
it.
but who's like taking most of the aeronautic?
I'm just going off of what my guy would have had without metagaming because
Yeah.
he had asked for that earlier.
Or did did the whole Aeronautica just
Just fail.
bomb it? And no one person is more
Uh,
unsuccessful.
Wouldn't be
than the
any
other.
members of the 12th, would it?
Oh yeah, which
I see a crit fail in the 12th. I see two,
No! What do you mean?
I see 2 more crit fails in the 12th. So yeah, there's some. It's fine.
you, Bandy, you do
No.
have like a good amount of people in your platoon too, because people love the 12s.
Love the
They're
12s.
they're special
Listen.
beings.
They do.
Everyone loves them.
Oh god.
Okay.
God damn it. Be the 12th.
So we have from the 21st we have Squad 1 and Squad 2 touching down in the LZ, and from the 1-4 we have the 2nd Squad, the 3rd Squad, and heavy weapons 2 and 3.
I imagine not until I roll command again do my squad show up because I had the flyover.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
So that will be delayed till
Nice try, Primer, though.
till next. Yeah,
was worth a
it
try.
it was worth a shot, to be honest.
Also,
Primer is well
make
aware
fun of
knowing
Aeronautica.
about it. Yeah, make fun of Aeronautica. Very worthwhile.
Worth it. All the deaths will be worth it.
yeah.
Do you
there's
want to
some
move your
casualties.
gene stealers up to the shield wall?
Oh yeah, thank you.
I swear Tyler's just getting quieter and quieter as the...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I literally turn up my gain every time for Zoom, and my preamp literally shows red, and I'm like, what? It's literally Zoom. I have max
Yeah.
volume on everything. I don't know why Zoom makes me quiet, because
That's
I
so
have
weird.
to turn it up for Zoom calls.
Zoom is just being rude.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't. Just, why can't Zoom just work? Please. Like
Sometimes it
Discord
does.
sometimes. Like,
Don't jinx
Discord
it,
likes
man.
to mess.
I don't want to have to
stuff.
edit videos together on top of all my other work today. Don't jinx it.
So we are back to the top of the round, which means the 21st are up. I think
Give it up,
what
21st.
what I'll allow is a short maneuver to basically have them like land a little bit late comparatively to the action that's going on, but they have enough time to kind of start moving.
All right, do I sound better now? I turned off some settings and Zoom.
It sounds
Yeah.
about the same, I think.
Sounds louder to
I-
me, but maybe because you...
Oh.
Yeah, I-
mic better now, I don't know.
Yeah, I turned down suppressed background noise because I'm in a sound room, and then I turned off echo cancellation as well.
It didn't really sound that much different to me. I think the problem is sometimes you like lean back and then you're projecting a different direction, and that's what happens.
Because it's already got you quiet.
I'll be all up in my mic's grill.
So Primer,
Yes.
you have your strategic turn, as it were.
Cool. My guys are gonna shoot because we're not good at melee, and we're gonna. If there's any weak points in the wall, we kind of want to push the Gene Stealers away from the weaker spots, and push them in more towards the center of the mess. So like where the stronger holds are.
Yeah. So what it's that squad is squad 3, which is what's his name?
Bridgehead.
Bridgehead. What he's actually gonna do is, because you've got the troops are positioned on either side, he's actually just going to like move them so that they're basically almost the side, like in a line, kind of
So creating basically a death pit.
a crossfire. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
A
crap.
bridge, you might say.
So yeah, I really hope they're still like cantered so the lasers aren't going towards our guys and just kind of like like a 3/4 turn here.
Roll me 3 ballistics, please, with plus 30,
All right, on generics.
and let's not get crit fails, because you did it to me earlier. Okay, well that's almost a crit success. That was not how that's
Damn.
supposed to go.
0.5.
Another success.
Ooh. Minus 0.1.
Not a crit fail.
That's not a
Not a
critical.
crit
Not
fail.
a crit fail.
Yeah.
Okay, well then.
I like that we
Damn
get
it.
excited for not a crit fail. We're like, not a crit fail.
Not a fail.
It's a fail, but
See-
it's not a
see,
crit fail.
In this case, I know a crit fail would literally cause me to shoot my own troops.
Yeah,
So.
that's the rough part, especially the way that you're doing it with the cross.
Yeah.
Effectively this will that's pretty good. And they don't have really anywhere to go to avoid it, so we'll hold off on what happens here for now because the Iron Brigade are involved as well. And if you'd like to do a minor movement, just kind of like set them up in position for squad 1 and 2. They aren't really able to join the action, but you can kind of position them a little bit. So if you want to like move them north or move them east, or
They're gonna go north.
Okay.
Like probably like here. As best they can.
Yeah.
They're gonna be heading that direction. Because eventually I'm gonna want to look down into this valley again and shoot down on the target.
that's fair. Okay. We'll therefore move on to the Iron Brigade.
All right. From us, I guess these guys are too far away to shoot, right?
The first squad. Oh, those. The heavy weapons. They may need to reposition. They need to reposition a little bit to have effective fire. It'll basically be like a -30 to shoot from where they are currently.
Okay. They will probably shoot over there. For these guys, I think they're within melee range now, right?
Yeah, you're meleeing.
I think we'll have one squad stay tanking, and that's probably going to be I think Padlock.
They are
Or
currently
that's
both.
Surge. That's Surge, right?
They are currently both in melee, and this is kind of like the death throes of the Gene Stealers. If you want to, like, do the rolls for both of the squads and then move them, that's like a viable.
No. What I mean is, the Titans are going to stay locked in a shield wall while the Surge switch to their
Okay.
to their chain swords.
Yeah.
And they're going to go Frenzy, which I have not gotten to do yet, which I think is going to be fun.
Okay.
Frenzy means that their temper and passion spoil just below the surface. They are going to get a +10 bonus on weapon skill, strength, toughness, and willpower, but they suffer a -20 penalty on ballistic skills, intelligence, and fellowship. That's kind of the main part of it. Wild Frenzy, they're immune to fear, pinning, stunning effects, the effects of fatigue, and they may not parry, retreat, or flee.
Yeah.
They remain frenzied for the duration of the combat. Characters may not use psychic powers while frenzied, which I don't have any, so that doesn't matter. If there are no more eligible enemy targets to the characters to attack, they can make a willpower test to snap out of frenzy. If they fail, they must continue attacking, favoring NPCs over PCs. So this could get dangerous, but also
If I may narrative this for you, what happens here, because I have an idea. What happens is as they're kind of like facing off, it's Padlock is the ones who are staying, like Sergeant Diefenbaker, right?
It's Titans are going to stay.
Oh, it's the Titans.
Shield, and then the Surge are the new ones that are coming in, and Surge
yeah, the Surge are the ones that.
Yeah.
So the Titans which would be Corporal Tangerman, basically like turns as you like do this kind of maneuver that has been practiced, and the Iron Brigade know, and Corporal Tangerman, just at a signal from Sergeant Bognar and Sergeant Alsha, turns and goes, Titans, ramp! And the Sergeant Alsha goes, disengage, and the surge squad, third squad, like pull back for a moment. The Titans, like half of them swing round, crouch down, and their shields go like this. And then all of Surge pull out their chainswords and run at the wall, jump onto the shields, and then fly over with their chainswords and come flying down.
Yes.
Roll me 3 weapon skill with +40, please.
Oh, yes.
That's
Does
so
that include my
badass.
plus 10 for the?
Yes.
Okay. 1.7
Okay.
minus 2.3. Ugh.
It's not a crit fail though. It's a
It's not a crit fail.
Minus 1.8. You said 3 or 4?
3. Yeah, that's good. If you want, I will allow, similar to last time with Sergeant Lime. If you want to re-roll all 3 with 1 fate point, I'll allow that. Just because narratively this is very cool, and I'd like them to succeed very well.
What do you guys think?
I just had my doorbell ring. I'll be right back.
Okay. And also I get to use up a fate point, which is always...
There is a
Odds
chance
are
it could
you'll
be
get
worse.
2 successes if you try again. They're also
I mean,
pretty precious this time round, all things considered.
you got a 95 and a 90. I think you can roll better.
All right. They have faith in me. I'm going to do it.
Okay, so it's a weapon skill +40. You can do 3 rolls again.
All right. 0.1.
Success?
Or, yeah. Minus 0.5.
Not as
That's not as
yeah,
bad.
Not as bad.
Less bad fail?
2.9.
There we
Yay!
go.
Yeah.
So it was worth
Okay.
it.
So the 10 troopers from God, I'm gonna have to get used to names. Apologies for this. The 10 troopers from Surge, led by Sergeant Alsher and Corporal Summer, like springboard off the shields that have been set in a ramp behind the shield wall, like fly over chainswords, and when they come down, it's like, and you hear them like shouting things in Latin and screaming, and there's this kind of thing. And like very slowly, the sides where the 21st Alpha Grenadiers are just kind of start to slow down, and then just their firing comes to a complete halt as the killing box which had been created is just home to crazed Iron Brigade people with chainswords. Like there's Sergeant Alsher, like there's one of the G Stealers like goes for his face. He like grabs it by the face and just rips its head off with the chainsword and just like holds it aloft like. "Ah!" Roll me 3 toughness, please, with a +10.
Okay.
This is where it's advantageous that half of the Iron Brigs in last episode were like, oh, this guy completely mad.
Oh yeah. It's not that crazy for them to be that. So normally for toughness, I also get a +10 for being frenzied. So should it be a +20?
Yes, then +20.
Because I get a bonus for being frenzied. But I also have to willpower to get out of it. So minus 2.7. Didn't help that much.
That 90
Okay.
came back again.
Yeah. 2.2.
That's good.
0.6.
That's also good.
Right.
Not terrible.
Please roll me 1d10.
D10. Three.
Okay. And this is the Surge. Okay.
Yeah, this is third group. Who have already taken some casualties. That's why they're in frenzied. That's why I was like, nah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna go.
Okay.
Oh my god, does 14 damage. 10-6.
Where the Hormigans are, because
Oh, this is a Gene Stealer, not a Hormigan. Sorry.
oh, okay.
I rolled on the wrong thing. There you
It's
go.
fine. I was just like, wait, what?
So as the as the like area clears and the last of the Gene Stealers like gets a chainsword like through its stomach, and it's like lifted up in the air, and you just hear like and it's like ripped in half. And that's 3. Okay. Yep. So Corporal Summer has taken like a really bad kind of like claw rake mark like down his chest. It's like opened up his armor, and he needs to be kind of you know, he's still kind of like foaming at the mouth and like flailing and stuff, but he needs a medic. Okay. Finally, as I take out these two because they are dead. As I take out these two Gene Stealer, please roll me a willpower.
Okay.
On the generics.
Let me check if Frenzy gives me a minus to this roll. I know it gives me a minus to a few things.
Yeah.
No, it's just ballistic, intelligence, and fellowship. So, you said minus 10 or plus 10?
Minus 10 willpower.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. I don't think I can succeed, actually.
The unfortunate thing is they did really well, so their frenzy is quite strong because they just ripped apart a whole load of...
1.1.
Holy crap, you are so lucky.
Oh, I'm so lucky. The probability of me being successful there was pretty low. So, that's why I was like, I don't think I can. And someone's like, just roll a 1.
Or a 12.
Oh my god.
It's easy, just roll a 1.
You just roll a 1, it's fine.
Jeez, I'm so thankful, because imagine the chainsaws fighting our friends.
Yeah, so well, actually, what was going to happen if they failed was they were just going to run at the hill.
Oh no.
Oh.
and kind of like, that's where the enemy came from, let's charge.
I forgot too, because my chainsaws themselves by default I get plus 10 to those rolls. It's best quality too.
So the basically like there's a couple of troopers, like once the last one dies, most of them kind of like form up and they're, you know, kind of like shaking it off and getting out of that kind of like further battle rage that they have. A couple of them are like, more blood, and Sergeant Alsher, just with the butt of his chainsaw, just goes up and like smacks them in the face.
Yeah.
And like smacks them into order, and they reform quite quickly, ready to act or react as needed. Additionally, you do also have your HQ, Squad 1, and heavy weapons if you want to do anything with them.
I wanted to fire this way. You said it'd be at minus 30 ballistic.
Minus 30, yes.
Okay. So.
Just one roll's fine for this one.
Roll.
Okay. I think it's going to be a pretty difficult roll if I remember correctly.
It's hella difficult. Minus 8.4, so it goes badly.
Yeah. The target was 0, so you'd have to crit succeed to hit. But it's fine. So yeah, it's just basically like emptying out the mag. The heavy bolter is like just seeing them off basically. Like maybe you clip one of them and it like the last one around the corner is like limping and then it just clips its tail or something and it's, you know. So next up is 12. Hey 12, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing there? You having a good time?
We're doing all right. We still don't have our backup, so we're just kind of hanging in there.
Right.
All right. So they're retreating at this point.
Oh.
Retreating from what?
They're not retreating. I'm sorry. They're running. Retreating. Fuck my.
It's like automatic.
In my head, I was thinking they're charging, and then in my mouth I said retreating. Anyways, it's a whole problem. We're gonna.
No, it's all right, Lieutenant. Here in the 12th, we're always ready to retreat. It's fine.
You're channeling your inner Cumberdick right there.
Even when we're charging, we're retreating.
No. No.
We're just retreating forwards.
Retreating towards the enemy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, retreating from our current position. Yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna shoot. We're gonna keep shooting.
At
So what's remaining here?
nothing.
Well then. Well then, okay. So then, if the hill, I'm trying to think if I should go back to the hill to check it out.
It's so
But I'm
ominous.
very scared.
I mean, yeah, there was issues last time.
Yeah, and there's also dead bodies. So I'm not actually sure what to do.
Okay.
Can you give me like a little bit of just the oversight here just to see what else might be
Sure.
around?
There's a hill. There's a octopus, jellyfish. The termagants have run away to the steep valley and dead end.
Yeah.
There's the armor wrecks up the north there. And yeah. There's no real sign of the enemy aside from that.
The termagants are still...
They're running away back into the
They're
valley.
running away, so there's... I mean, I don't really want to pursue them unless we have...
You have
Okay, actually,
units
here's a
up that
question.
way.
Here's a
Yeah.
question. Over here, like along this ridge,
Yeah.
that's above, right?
Yeah, so you'd be looking down on the valley.
So I'd be able to shoot at the termagants, theoretically.
Yes, but like on their trajectory, they're running into the valley. That's like the last point they were seen.
I don't want them to come back in force. Is my
And also, if you get eyes on them, you
Sorry.
know, like whether they're like retreating or whether they're like holding there for an ambush
Regrouping.
or etc.
I'm gonna get these guys, my light benders, to move over.
There?
Maybe not that. That feels maybe a little far. I just want to get eyes on them.
Yeah.
Keep in mind you can talk to your other lieutenants too for insights.
Yes.
You
if
could
you'd like
yeah.
to.
I
could
guess
send some
if
scouts.
I see. Yeah, I might see if we can, like, whoever might have the fastest runners to go and check that out.
Oh, also, I'll turn off that firing for now because no one's really firing. Yeah, just based on what you know, these units of termagants that are moving seem to be moving down into the valley, so they might even be heading further along there. Depending on where you go, you will either have vision or not have vision on them. It's a question of whether you think they're gonna keep going or whether they're gonna stop once they're out of sight.
All right, I'm gonna radio over to the other lieutenants
Okay.
and just ask first off, do any of you have visual on those termagants, seeing if they're keeping on running or if they're sticking around at the open bit of the valley there?
They look like
Not
they're
at the
headed
moment.
northeast. They're
Into the valley.
into the valleys, as far as we can see. I don't know
No
where they've
visual.
gone beyond that. No visual.
Yeah, no visual at the moment, but my grenadiers will be running to that ridge line to see where they're headed. I want to know what's in that valley.
So do I. My light benders might head over there, send a couple scouts just to see. Hopefully we don't lose any more of them.
Let us just
And-
be careful. It might be a trap.
Now we're getting more troops on the ground. We can establish a defensive line between here and the hill so that we can cover any troops that are on the edge of the valley.
I'd
Good
still
idea.
like to take that hill. The vantage point could be very useful, especially if we can see into that valley from the top of that hill. But again,
Yeah.
like we said, we don't know what's there.
Yeah, we should push towards the hill, but I think slowly and carefully because they've already shown to have something in there.
Alright. Would be really bad if that hill were just a hive of disgusting bug things.
I
Gross.
mean,
Landcast-
if it's a hive, we want to take it out.
Landcaster, maybe we have your troops scout more by the hill. And Primer, you're a scout. Keep an eye on the valley. We can move our troops up the hill. We don't see anything.
Well, that's what happened last time, so hopefully they learned how to run a little faster. Keep their eyes out.
Our goal is to push forward. That is our mission. So let us move. Slow and steady.
All right. I'll send my Lightfoots then. I'll send my my scouts towards the hill again.
Real quick. This is an important roll. Still failed.
No.
$2.5 on
Primer
charm.
calls to Lancaster. Yeah, make sure they're not yammering or cooking up food while they approach that hill.
Are you flipping kidding me?
Like you do all the time.
Oh!
It's actually
Are
not
you-
that. It's not that bad a charm thing. So
You really have the nerve, don't you?
Hey, I don't want the termagants smelling that food and coming to eat us.
You might not have much, but damn right you have the audacity.
Listen, I just complimented your food. Send your troops.
Question: do you wanna move your heavy weapons up in support or leave them where they are?
I want them to. Okay, how far can they fire? That's my question because
So
they don't move very fast.
Yeah, if you position them kind of here on the edge of the rock outcropping, then they'll just about, they'll just about be in range of the hill for kind of regular fire. Further into the hill, like further up the hill, it'll be a bit harder. It'll be like a -10 or so. If you move them further forward, though, they will be more out in the open and harder to retreat. So it's like a risk mixed with,
Fuck it, we're risking it for the biscuit.
Okay. Kind
As
of
Chad
like,
said,
I'm gonna move
scouting
them
is always
forward.
dangerous, but it is
And
also
you-
very
you-
important.
You get a radio from Lime of, "Don't worry, my men can back you up. They're on their way."
Oh, I sure hope so. And
So-
off comms, I'm just gonna also just whisper kind of under my breath or something, just enough so that some of the 12th can hear. Be like, oh, if some low sticks go missing from the 21st, I wouldn't bat an eye. And just keep walking.
You've got Baboil with you as your staff sergeant.
I do have Baboil.
Baboil.
I do
My
have
boy
Baboil.
Baboil.
My Baboy.
I'm definitely so
Boy.
glad I
Oh,
rolled
God.
really well on getting a ton of low sticks.
Yeah, you're gonna have maybe a few less if we all
So
make it out.
feel free to ask for them to retreat a little bit. If you put them where they are currently, the heavy weapons, they will have like a standard fire on this whole half of the hill, which is basically
Yeah,
pretty
can
much
we?
to the top.
Oh, I guess it's her turn. I was gonna say, can I move up to like get in front of them? Because we can like keep pushing forward, right?
The kind of cleaning up of the gene stealers pretty much like was your action there with those.
No.
with
Yeah,
those.
I'm saying like on my turn, I can like
Yeah.
go up there. So if she did
Oh, yeah,
wanna,
yeah,
if she did want to keep it there, I can move my guys up to. But yeah, they are open
in
right
in
now.
support or
Yeah. But we are gonna be moving forward too at the same time. Is all I'm saying.
So
I do want my light benders to be a little further ahead.
yes. No, I was
Yeah.
just wondering whether you wanted your heavy weapons there so that they had like a decent range on this whole half of the hill, or if you wanted them back a little bit so you had like a third of the hill or so.
Standard fire. I don't want them to I want them to cover enough.
Okay. And your HQ?
HQ will move to the edge of the rocky outcropping here.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. Move a little forward. And we're going to scout, I guess.
Roll me an awareness, please.
On my troopers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just flat?
Just flat, please.
Bandy's face is always like so cautious.
Minus 2.7.
Not terrible.
It's because our generic troopers are like they're kind of poopy.
They are. That's a worse fail on stealth. That's a much worse fail on stealth.
Oh no, they're clanking.
But that's a good fail, a good success on stealth.
That's
So
good.
minus 2.9, minus 4.9,
That's not a
and
crit.
4.
It's a 6. It's not a crit success.
No, the 4.9 is a crit fail.
It's a
Oh,
99.
that's
Oh no! You know what?
Oh boy.
You know what? I have a feeling Lancaster like does not even say. You know how like Primer was giving you shit and he was like, "Don't eat, and don't blah blah blah," and you're like, "Eat all you want."
Like it's that's the back.
Like
Make
this-
yourself some termagant donuts. I don't know.
So, for your information of what you receive, is basically, hey, there is 3 units of Hormigants and also a Termagant, and narratively, what happens is a Hormigant steps on a Termagant's foot, and they go rah! And you're like, I think there's some enemy in there, and you can see them like moving about and snapping at each other.
And they're like on the hill?
Yeah, they're like so like the Termagant you see, the Termagants that you see is like slightly further forward, kind of just preparing to ambush you as you move closer, and then the Hormigants are like further up the hill, ready to like swarm down.
Oh my gosh.
But basically, you can stop like when you see
yeah.
them, so that like the ambush
No,
won't
just
trigger, and they'll still
go
be there like waiting
run
for
all
you.
the way up into it.
Because Sheepy rolled a crit failure on his stealth, because of course he did, because apparently I'm not allowed to have scary enemies.
Listen, I haven't been rolling well either, so you know we're in the same
I
fucking
ambushed
drop
you.
pod right now.
I ambushed you with Gene Stealers, and one of your guys still managed to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
75% death rate.
Out
A lot.
on an ambush when you wandered into the fucking hill.
Do you understand how deadly Gene
75%
Stealers are?
Oh yeah, no, I've run into Gene Stealers before. I'm just saying.
I crit
you know?
failed my athletics, and they started rolling down the hill. Gene Stealers
Yeah.
don't do that.
It's all right. Blame the Hormigans and the Termagants that ran away. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
So, oh yeah, we're gonna stop, or they're gonna stop, I guess. Are they able to kind of vox back or radio back or something?
You can they can send a runner quick enough to relay it to you, and then you can vox it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, 1 second. No, your HQ's a little far behind, so I believe the runner that was it would just be a standard runner. So roll me an athletics plus 10, please.
Athletics plus
on
10.
generics.
Okay. Come on, buddy.
Oh
Use
my
your
gosh.
little
come on,
legs.
roll.
2.6.
Yes!
Good roll.
Degrees
roll.
of success.
It's
Hell
because
yeah.
they really understand the word retreat.
It's because it has the
I-
word treat in it.
Yeah.
And we are very food focused, so.
So it's lucky that that's the
joking.
Lightbender squad as well, because Sergeant Silvat is quite cautious and serious. So even if the runner hadn't have got to you to relay your orders, she still would have been like, nope, hold, and you know, sent a runner back, waited for the runner. Like if it was like Freely especially, they'd probably have like engaged and etc. But they basically take note of the ambush, they report back, and you receive words, so you could now
Okay. Yeah, Freely isn't even here yet. So,
Freely's not here.
no. But anyway, I'm sure he can get me some low sticks, so it'll work out. Eventually. Yeah, no. So if like once the runner comes back or whatever, I'm gonna relay that to the rest of the group and say, like, you know, they're preparing an ambush. We're going to move up then, because our goal is to move up. So we'll push up and then get ready for another round.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll move my my Boltermans up here, and I'll move HQ right behind.
Okay, so kind of like there and You can get to
Yeah.
about there with your HQ. If you wanna like double time it, you'll need to roll me another athletics plus 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
In that case,
You tell the lieutenants of what you found.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
I would have relayed
Okay,
it.
sorry.
like voxed it over to each of your HQs.
So we have some big baddies up on the hill. They're just hanging around. One of them let out a pretty nasty screech, feeling like maybe there's some internal conflict. But we're moving up, making sure we're not going too much forward, and we can set up the next line.
Good to
If
hear
I
your
bit-
eyes work. Good job.
Most backhanded fucking compliment. I hate that.
It was a
It's
minus
his bad
1.6.
charm.
Yeah, it was
It's
a
his
minus.
bad
It's-
charm.
Oh,
That was as like complimentary as I could do with that.
I love it.
god damn. Yeah.
Rickenbacker is like, so we should push forward then. What about if we send some troops south, east, so that we can flank them? We make them think that we are attacking straight on with the main forces we have. But maybe send a small crew,
Sounds
maybe
like
1 or 2 squads around the southeast.
Sounds like a job for my Foxhole Squadron.
All right,
Actually,
then.
Lime, since they have high ground, do we have any artillery support?
Do we?
Please don't blow up my
Yeah.
troops. Please, I beg of you.
It's a running theme for your war troops.
Oh.
I literally believe Lime is probably more of the focus, like being able to understand artillery and things.
Oh yeah, for sure. Should
Perhaps
be.
we need to lay fire on that hill if we have artillery support and force them out. I don't know what else is up there, but we did see quite a number from what the 12th has reported.
Oh, yeah, we've heard him in there. We've saw him come out of there, and we want to be there. So let's blow it up.
That sounds good. Maybe we do that first.
Should I back my troops up then? I'm
In that
little
case,
hesitant. Because the last time you got
I think
promoted.
where you are right
so-
now is fine, unless they,
Yeah, I
unless
think where you are
unless
is
they
fine.
really have the wrong coordinates.
Oh, artillery.
But you're
I
still
hope
pretty
you did
far,
okay.
right? How many feet or miles or whatever? Is that?
I don't know if this is accurate.
I don't
but-
think it's
I'm-
accurate.
No, it's not. It's I'm not. I can tell you one of the rolls that the artillery did and how well or badly they did. They
I don't-
rolled weapons. They rolled weapon skill at -14. So, but that's melee combat, and they're not going to be doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weapon
no.
skill sounds like a reload.
which is why I don't mind telling you what they rolled.
Weapon skill
fact.
sounds like reload, which means
Yeah,
we have limited artillery.
how far is this?
Weapon
from
skill
this?
is melee. That's what
Yeah.
happens if the RT position gets overrun.
Sheepy, how far is
yeah.
is her like closest troops to the closest nearest of theirs?
So they're pretty. They're not quite within like standard range. So it's over 100 meters.
Okay, so
away.
15 feet is 100. For every 15 feet on this scale, it is 100.
It's
So-
not quite. It's not quite. I would rely on it quite that much. If you need to know, ask me and I'll tell you.
Okay.
I haven't. I'm not maths and math.
No
Yeah.
math.
I mean-
all right.
I mean, based on that discussion, you can make a decision on your own if they're too close, based on
Yeah, if you think 100
meters,
feet is too
Vandy.
close, Vandy.
Yeah.
But I like
I'm
the
worried
idea of
about
doing
any
artillery.
shrapnel.
If you pull back, you won't be able to engage them as effectively if they move or do anything.
Yeah.
during the
I think I'm just gonna stay here then.
Maybe
You
prepare for
also
evasive
have
action.
you also have moved already, so you can't really move again.
Alright.
Yeah,
But you
no.
can kind of hold your volley fire if you want to wait for the artillery to engage with them once the artillery hits.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
the great
just
thing about
we'll
Lime.
take
Lime's
a
turn's next.
Yeah.
we'll take a turn and we'll like get ready and aim and stuff.
Okay.
Overwatch mode.
Yeah.
And in that case, Mr. Crit on his reinforcements, where it's just like, I want everything, just drop everything in there, and I'll just do what I want with it.
Yeah, you can send your
Um,
troops down south.
Bring them all.
Yep.
One thing I was really worried about was that you guys would shove your command rolls for reinforcements, and you would be like heavily outnumbered when the ambushes start. Like this one started happening. However, you spotted the ambush and you got really good reinforcements. Why was I worried?
We're
I should've
doing
known.
okay. We could use for some
Doing
more,
all
but
right.
yeah.
I mean, we've definitely lost some decent numbers.
Yeah,
Not as
Yeah.
much as you'd like, but
not as much as I'd like, no.
I think
I think we have 6 casualties so far and 2 heavily wounded.
I have 3 in mine. 3,
Yeah, and 2
And
heavily
one wounded.
right?
well, yeah,
Yeah.
2 wounded.
And then Vandy
1
also
majorly wounded,
has
1.
3
I have 3 casualties, but no wounded.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
actually
probably
the most
so
hit.
have
that's
some
6
sore
and 2.
legs, but
Yeah.
Like I said, I think
Iron Briggs.
I should always have the most casualties because I'm like in the melee range. Like I'm always going to be the one that I should be is what I'm saying.
Also, you
if
have
someone
that-
else has more, then
Yeah!
something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
You also lose your mind by frenzying, but this might be our last turn because we're getting close on time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for tonight.
So, Lime on the Vox is like, sorry, Primer, but I think I'm gonna keep your Vox man busy for a while. I've got a few orders to relay. And I start like relaying orders from my Voxman to Primer's Voxman to tell all the units that have just landed behind him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to send all of those troops down southeast to sneak around in the back?
No, not all of
Flank?
them. Like
Okay.
initially, it's just like, all right, on me, Squad 3, hold the deployment site. Heavy Squad
Squad 3,
2 on
hold
me as
deployment.
well. Heavy Squad 2 on me as well. Heavy Squad 3, you report to Rickenbacker.
Heavy 3, report to Reckenbacher.
Oh, sorry,
Iron
Heavy
Briggs.
Yeah.
Straight to Iron Brig headquarters. Northeast.
Squad 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2 on me, and then 3 is going to stay and hold the landing zone. 3 is Squad Dugout. They're pretty useless and should stay far back.
Are you talking about the sergeant and corporal?
Yeah, Sergeant Barclay and Corporal Austin.
Yeah.
Hey, your
He's alright.
dude
Apparently he's
says
a
you're
deadband with a
useless, you
plasma
need to
gun.
stay
The problem
away.
is, he doesn't have one.
But that's Corporal Alston, right? Is the plasma gun,
Yeah.
as I remember?
You could
Yeah.
requisition it at some point.
For now, he'll have to make do with the las and he can hang back.
Dugout. Set
Right,
up
once all my
recap
troops
station.
Oh yeah, of course, that's their job. Once they arrive at me, I'm like, all right. I go to first squad. All right, Foxhole squad. I want you to loop around the south, to the south of the 12th, and help with the advance on the hill. We're going to be hitting it with the artillery, so don't get too close, but be ready to run in and try and do some flanking. Squad 2 and both heavy squads move up alongside the heavy squad of the 12th, reinforce that, make it into a line.
Okay, so kind of like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Iron Briggs are going to try to get in front of all of them.
All right. Additionally, just for the sake of whether you want to do it like now, do you want to move into position before you call RT down, or do you want to
Yeah.
do that as you're moving?
Should I be closer to do that?
I think you should call it now and be on approach. I like that a little bit more.
Saves
Because
us
we have
time.
some people there. So
Just and this isn't something you really need to roll for, because it's just a chunk of general knowledge. The second that the RT hits is when the enemy will start to respond. So if you're still moving, if they charge, then you won't be in position.
Yeah, get in position
If
first.
they're
then
not
you
acting
call-
right now, then probably best to hold it.
yeah, so you can call in the coordinates and say prepare artillery, and then be able to fire so that they can aim.
Yeah, we
and
know right
make
where they
sure
are
it's
because
right.
Lancaster spotted the location.
Yeah, I'll hand them some coordinates and then I'll move my HQ squad up alongside Lancaster.
Nice.
Basically, I'm like, everyone, over there.
Let's go.
Except Heavy Squad 3, because I feel bad that I've got 2 Iron Brigs protecting me, so I'm doing a trade.
Yeah. And it's like, for the first time, we will be first and foremost.
Yeah, it's
As
kind
opposed
of
to hiding
technically
in the back.
the 12th are just before us, so kind of second. It's close.
Do they even count?
Oh, oof. Wow, rude.
We're here too.
Yeah.
So
God, I love this.
when someone says that, I'm like, oh, someone hasn't had the recap today.
for the Tyranids, I mean, nothing happens. They're like they're content that they're about to ambush and all of these type of things. Everything's fine. Do.
Oh shit.
That's a gene
That's not
stealer
good.
awareness.
4.3 awareness.
Whoever
Okay.
that
They
Gene
see
Stealer
us.
is, they know exactly where we are.
But that's good. We want them to know where we are. We don't want them to know where your flanking troop is, though.
That might be who they're spotting. We don't know.
Yeah.
Well, also like just because they know, like when they're aware of your presence, they can act accordingly. If they're not aware, like them,
Termagun
then
has got 1.7.
they're kind of on a hold.
Ooh,
Or you know
that
they're
said, should Lime's flanking troop roll stealth?
no, because they haven't really moved off yet.
Okay, but when they do,
Yeah, I think I've only had time to bring them to me and give them their orders. Cause
yeah,
it's a long
and
way
they're
and they
kind
just
of
got
they're
here.
kind of in a decent position as long as this goes how it's been going.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
don't roll a sandwich here, Sheepy. We don't want a positive sandwich.
1.6.
The Biovore knows who we are.
That's not good.
That's not good. I'm wondering.
Now we're gonna know
is the
that they're here.
Biovore on the hill or is the Biovore in the valley? That's my.
Don't know.
It really is the question.
Yeah.
Or
'cause,
is it behind the tanks?
Is Rickenbacker gonna do round 2 tanking Biovore? That's the real question.
It's like
I
you
mean-
see the shot arcing. You're like, I got it. You're running under it.
The
It's like a
problem I
football.
have is, right here. This big cluster of everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
for
one
sure.
of the things I was thinking. However,
It's not good.
please roll me, everyone. Actually, sorry. This will be line. You don't have to roll. It's a -10 for the Lightfoots. It's a -20 for it's a -30 for the 21st, and it's a -20 for the Iron Brigade. Come on, please.
Commands.
-20
One
for
goes
my
on a
command.
recap break.
Yeah,
Not
The-
command.
Live's like, I've got all my troops.
Yep, yeah, I'm just sipping recap as we march out to make the new line.
1.2 -1.2.
It's alright. I have all my squads. I'm just need to get my heavy.
Yeah, and I need from Lancaster as well.
It's a -10 for Lancaster.
All right,
Yeah,
and
I'm tempted
-10
just to
for
make
me,
it flat
finally.
because otherwise.
listen, it's gonna be
No,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's hard.
It's
It's
fine.
hard. It's hard to have the "We're here too" caption when you're.
Oh,
I did it.
there!
There you go.
1.5. Okay, so I
Hey,
get, I
they're
get my
doing
dudes,
great.
right?
They're scouting
Next-
for us.
Next two squads.
Yes, I'm gonna take both of this. I'm gonna take my seawall and my who knows squad.
I forgot you had a squad name. Who knows?
Who knows?
I feel like they should, like, considering the food theme, I feel like they should be called potluck.
Oh, potluck!
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh,
Yes.
Potluck. Yeah. Who knows? AK potluck.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the wrong one.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I'm
makes
gonna bring in
sense.
I keep doing it.
seawall and
Potluck.
potluck. They really are just a mishmash of whatever I don't actually understand.
Which
so.
is a potluck.
In all fairness, I have the least amount of squads.
Yeah.
I don't have any of my heavies. I didn't bring in my heavies straight away.
Yeah, I only, well, actually, no, I have one of the bolters, so.
I'm carrying around a giant reliquary too, so you know
You
the
are.
decisions we
It-
make in life.
it-
You got
it's
some extra
just-
stuff. Like,
Just FYI, unless you want it with Corporal Chaplain Nolan in Padlock, the reliquary is with you. So
Okay. Well, Nolan is with me.
No, you put Nolan in padlock.
Yeah, you move.
Oh,
Nolan
gotcha.
forward. Yeah.
If you want to switch that around, feel free. And additionally, let's go a little bit narrative for a moment, because in the jungle, there's a lot of movement, and I mean quite a lot of movement, including the heavy thuds of biovores, who knows how many, moving up into position to fire.
In the
Oh,
jungle, like
no.
north.
We're gonna die, dude.
Like the long grass jungle?
Like up here.
Hmm?
Like
Like
north
which
north.
part of the jungle?
North.
Who knows?
No, but
North.
usually, when you hear the big thumping sounds, like you can usually pinpoint a general direction, right?
Yeah, can we roll something to know?
Well,
Where-
it's not
where the
something
vibrations
you
come?
hear, it's something the
Oh.
camera hears.
Ah.
Oh.
As we shift away from your battlefield to the overall battlefield, sounds of artillery start up.
Oh. Oh, okay.
You're not shooting at us yet, right? That's our artillery. You know.
Who knows? We'll find out next episode.
It's okay, when Sheepy rolls, they'll just explode.
I don't
Hey!
want to die.
Hey!
That is fair, actually.
know
That's
what?
a very
That's
good
right,
We
point.
had that happen last time.
Don't
I'm
jinx
tempted.
it, you guys.
I'm tempted to roll right now, sir.
Do it, do it. Just one roll.
Right,
Do it. You won't. Is he gonna do it?
Yeah, he's gonna do it. He said he would. Just one roll.
I think you should
Nice
take a
down
minus
here.
50 to this roll because they're in the jungle.
No,
no.
no. That's a 0.6
0.6.
success.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
that's
find out
a
what
hit
happens
you
with
when
made
Pager.
your point.
Come back next week.
No, you made your
Oh.
point. Now you can re-roll. You know.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was just...
wait, can I use my fate point on you?
No, because it's the end of the episode, you get it back!
No, he
I haven't
still
used
has
it
it
yet.
for the episode. Technically,
I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
I-
Big
but-
point
yeah,
on
but you-
someone
mine
else's
either.
roll.
no, Sheepy,
you-
re-roll it because it could be.
You know what? You know what?
You know
Yeah.
what? It could.
It
You could.
mutates.
You could crit on it. You know.
You know what the best
That's
part
true.
is?
I could
I
do better.
also have a fate point, so if he does better, I can just use
I don't.
my
You can't.
fate
You
point,
can't
right?
use it on the same roll. Yeah.
Yeah, you
can
can't.
only use
Damn
it
it.
once.
Roll.
Oh, we made it worse.
Way better.
We made it worse.
3.5 success.
I
Yes.
love
All
it.
right, but I would like to make. I would
Thank you,
just like-
Tyler!
Damn
You're
it!
welcome.
Vandy.
Yes! Yes!
Everything hurts.
I should have just used my fate point on my command.
Oh, so good.
You're the thorn in my side today. Goddamn.
That was great.
Well, primers.
Oh.
Sheepy's so happy right now.
Oh my god, I rolled
just
well
don't even
for
know.
once ever. I was so sure it was going to be a crit fail as well. And they're just
Oh,
going
Can
to
we
blow
no.
up.
Can we just say Primer's glint off his steel makes him a target?
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
That was rough.
The-
The worst
Yeah.
part is I'm like in the center of the mass right now.
Oh,
I like the
no.
cliffhanger on that. That's great.
Can you imagine? Just there's so many. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, the
I'm
map.
gonna
So-
move. Can I move my folks out from there before anything happens? Like,
Your folks
Oh,
are
your
not.
folks are
you
already
are not
out.
in the camp. Yeah,
no. I have my new ones.
No, they're
Oh.
fine.
They're probably
They've
fine.
got to walk through the area that's being
Yeah.
shelled to hell.
Yikes.
So, yeah, finally, very quickly, the battle has started. All along this line, the Tyranids are moving in, are engaging, and for the next HQ, we will find how the battle is progressing all over. Because, like, this is the thing is, if these guys hold and do really well, but the rest of the Imperial Guard crumble, they'll just be, like, by themselves at the front, so...
Oh no.
You guys have done well so far, but it
We're
does
holding.
depend on it does depend on E as commander and the rear guard and the Imperial Guard in general.
I'm
so.
going back because I saw someone
Hey,
writing
if Primer
something.
uses another leg, he gets treads.
Damn it, Primer!
All right. Well, with that, we're going to wrap up our episode, the 7th episode for The Last Ditch. We didn't get to say it before, but thank you so much to Kirby, who is our supporter for today. I believe we're going to give you first pick of the month next month as well.
That's
Right.
Corporal Duct Tape Kirby.
Yeah.
Corporal
Oh,
I believe was on the latest
sorry.
mission for.
I have one more piece of information that
Ooh.
comes over the wire. So on all of your Voxcasters, broadcast from the Hive City. Governor Shrokan Dor has been assassinated. There is a possible uprising in the Hive City. Prepare for new orders.
I knew it. I knew they were assassinating the governor.
Oh,
to give
no.
you the information, I will use the legends as they are used. We had a 4-person legend team.
That was their mission?
With specific orders to assassinate the governor.
There was a secondary objective, right, to assassinate Cumberdict as well. How did that go?
In case of failure or problems, they were going to frame Cumberdict, but they did so well, it didn't transpire that it needed.
Oh, no. Dang it.
And
Cumberdict is going to get, like, promoted then.
They
Okay,
stole
but
his,
if they did well, then they would have Cumberdict.
They stole his sniper rifle, but then also gave it back to him. So it was Duct Tape Kirby, Sergeant Augustus Steele, Ninja Sheep, Hero Sheep, Corporal Shepherd, and also Cowdy, who took part in this. They ambushed him while he was giving a meeting. They had a autogun. No, not an autogun. They had an autocannon, which they opened up in the middle of the streets. And they literally first shot hit the governor and just ripped him apart. He got hit 3 times by an autocannon.
That's a little overboard.
For those who don't know, that's the kind of thing you usually put on a tank in 40k. And
Cumberdict didn't happen to be near him, like even a little.
I'll talk about it more. I'll talk about it more in the HQ for people who want the proper rundown of what happened. But the governor got assassinated. It did not come back to the Imperial Guard. They think it's an insurrection in the area from the locals. And yeah, so that's happened. Well done, well done, Legends. They came up with a really good plan.
There are still spots.
Apparently, Cumberdict got promoted so that the governor would have bad security. Which I like. That's a smart play.
All right. Well,
I'm very torn here.
We will have an HQ. Definitely stay tuned for that. We usually put those out on Fridays, and those are available to anybody to watch, but they are exclusively on our Patreon, so you'll have to go to our Patreon to check it out, but it is free for everybody to check out. We always let you know on all of our socials at Roll For It whenever content goes live on any of our platforms, so definitely check that out over there. We have to wrap up because we're going to an after show, which I will not be on. But quickly to go through our announcements, we have our monthly recap out. We have a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff coming or already out, so definitely go check those things. And Battle for Andorra we have lots of goodies coming, so stay tuned for that. September is still going. You have a few more days left on that, as well as last chance to snag up some of those last legend tier slots so that you can too be part of the rear guard and maybe make a big difference on the game. So definitely come check it out. We do private GM'd campaigns for our legend tier groups every month. And that is always fun. With that, I'm going to look at tips, and whilst I'm doing that, if everyone can go through where people can find you at really quickly, we'll start with our sheepdog.
Hello, I'm Sheepdog. I roll badly, and it's all your fault because you're mean to me in the chat.
You rolled well, and then we gave you a fate point, and you rolled even better.
I rolled well one time, Maggie. One time in the whole bloody episode.
It's the one time that matters.
You rolled more than one
Also,
time.
that's not true. You
yeah.
critted on me and killed my people, so this is all
I did. I killed some people. It was good.
You killed people.
Also,
significantly
when you
well.
say I killed people.
Yeah.
His eyes get real wide. I killed some people.
I did it. I done murder.
Speaking of people who also had some casualties, I believe, Vandy, you had some too, right? Hey, I'm with you.
I only had 3, so I'm okay. But yes, hi, I'm Vandy, and I am on twitch.tv/omgvandy and also on Twitter, omgvandy pretty much everywhere. I have been working really hard to get this Atlas RP server up called Gambit Gaming, or I guess it's courtside, but it's a division of Gambit Gaming. So if you want to check that out, go to gambitgaming.net and join our whitelist and start RPing on the seas with us. So yeah, there's a lot of really fun custom mods that we've been working on, and I'm really excited for you all to see them and play around with them.
Awesome. And then we have Bentham Plays. What about you? Where can people find you at when you're not,
They can find
you
me-
know, getting all your troops finally on the battlefield?
So many troops.
So many troops.
You can find me on my YouTube channel, which is Mangleport Gaming, because of mistakes made at a younger age. And I play lots of Factorio there and not much else right now, but who knows, maybe there'll be more at some point when I've actually moved house, which has been in progress for most of this year and is kind of looking like we're getting there now, maybe. So that's nice, but we'll see.
You know, Bentham, you could just move to a new house instead of brick by brick moving your house.
That's where I went wrong.
That's where you went wrong.
Of course, yeah.
I'm glad you've just kept your backdrop the same, though. You know, just
Yeah.
kept that wall intact. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
last one you
I
removed.
do actually. I need to take a picture of this before I move so that I can just put this and I can just green screen this in at the new place for old time's sake.
Yeah, you got to do that. That's good.
For people who fear change.
For people who fear.
So everyone.
Speaking of fearing change, I don't know. Apocalypto 12, where can people find you at?
He doesn't fear change. He fears good charm rolls.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would be change.
I fear charm. You can find me all over the place as Apocalypto_12. Honestly, if you just Google Tyler Scheid, a bunch of stuff will show up. All of my stuff will show up. Apocalypto_12 everywhere: Twitter, social media, Instagram, Twitch primarily. But also I've been putting out some good stuff on YouTube right now. So on YouTube, you just search Tyler Scheid, TYLERSCHEID, and you'll find my channel, or just go to youtube.com/Apocalypto12. There is no underscore in that because YouTube hates underscores. And also I have merch, tylerschheid.com. Check out the Smile Always stuff. Yeah, I'm working on books. I'm working on so many things, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I'm so happy to be here with these wonderful cast members. So check out everyone else part of the show.
Yes, awesome. And you can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places because I'm Margaret Crone. I always let people know whenever I'm live. I do a lot of tabletop stuff, as well as a lot of stuff here on Roll For It, so you can check it out over there. And my day job, I make video games for a living. I currently am working on Ashes of Creation, so if you're interested in checking that out, you can do that as well. I'm looking at tips. We have got a lot of bits, so thank you for those of you who gave some bits, as well as Fan Yogs. I'm just going to give you a shout out for all the subs. Thank you. That is a lot.
I got
100
covered.
gift subs. 200.
I
So
got
many.
covered
Holy
today
smokes.
with stuff in my beard.
Also, the time to mention, everyone who's got a sub can now join our Discord by linking your Twitch and your Discord, and for the duration that your sub lasts, you can go join the rearguard in the Discord and do all that cool
yeah,
stuff
you
as
can
well.
infect our game. You could be part of this. Do it.
I think you said infect our game for a second. I'm like,
Well,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, it
I
both
mean, that's
applies.
still accurate.
Yeah.
Considering how many people just got their subs, I'm expecting ats in the Roll For It Discord for people wanting to join the rearguard.
Yeah,
Come and,
definitely
come and be a
pop
part.
in the harbor and let us know. And of course, we have our Finley Shards leaving us a little note here with a $50 donation. Thank you, Finley. Another amazing episode. Thank you all for an amazing evening of tumbling gene stealers, raging chain swords, and not so stealthy units. That last artillery shot, though, ... that could be interesting. Looking forward to seeing what happens next week. We are too. And with that, we will see you all next week for another episode of The Last Stitch. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you around. May the dice roll ever in your favor. Or not, in Sheepy's case, because we don't want him to roll well.